Well, okay then. We're live. Welcome back to Broken Fate. We're down an Artem tonight, but in his place, we have our friend Emma playing with us tonight. Yay!
Woo!
Woohoo!
Good to see you, Emma.
We're a really lively bunch, if you can't tell.
I know.
We'll,
Got that Monday night vibe going on.
Exactly, it's Monday evening energy.
yeah, we're here. We're gonna do some more D&D. Who would like to recap what happened last time? And then we will get into the plan for this time.
Emma's never recapped before. I think she should go.
Yeah,
I know. You watched the episode, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll elevator pitch this, right? Hey, everyone, let's sit down. Let's play D&D. Something happened.
Nailed it.
All
Right. That's true.
That's the speed run record right there.
Yep.
Honestly, if something
Nothing
doesn't
beneficial.
happen, that's quite an indictment on us as players. If nothing happens.
Yeah.
That just means it was a shopping episode.
You know?
True.
But even then.
So last
man.
time Azov insulted an old man.
Oh, yeah.
We got some questions answered and stuff about Bismarck. We saved a druid from a crap, and we learned that the druid and his little druid buddy are super pacifists, and they're not going to help us with the debacle that we uncovered just before that, which was finding I don't remember what the enemy is called.
Sahuagin?
There it is. I always want to
Sahuagin?
say Sean something.
Shaunana.
The Shaunana are like, there's an army of them, and they're guarding the thing that we were sent to get. So now we got to bring diplomacy to the sea or something.
Yeah, you've got like a offline. You guys kind of figured out your plan for how you're gonna handle this. There's definitely more. I think that the druids have to talk about that we can do. But in the interest of getting it moving, we can do that post you guys as sort of recruiting for your plan. I think because that way we can get Emma going more quickly here. So let's go here. And this might be a black screen for you, Emma, because I don't think I have your token on this one.
Please tell me that's a joke.
What?
The Dungeons and Dragons monster Sahuagin is inspired. Like, is that a joke? Is that real life?
On the wiki.
What?
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Huh.
That's wild. I guess everybody go look up all of this.
Oh, all right.
As I was looking up how to say it, and I think HUA makes up Hua,
Hua.
but now that it's Spanish, or Spanish in origin,
Sahuagin.
I'm still going to say Sahuagin.
Sure. Here you go. I can. There. Now the stream also sees the thing we're reading. That
Gonna
is
call him Sean.
something else.
I'm gonna keep calling it Sahuagin because otherwise the pun doesn't work in the title from a couple episodes ago.
That's fair.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so you guys found this sort of like treasure hoard, and sort of your plan, there's more details with this, but at least the first step of the plan is you want to get yourselves some hired hands to handle this cave situation. So we're gonna just I think jump to the point where you're recruiting folks, because that way we can
Before that,
yes, go ahead.
Can we do a recap? What was in the gold?
Oh, sure. So, I have it written here. There's a lot of, like, nonsense in there, like stuff that's not helping you, stuff that all the Little Mermaid's friends are gathering up, like utensils and destroyed parchment. But if one were to take the time to count the treasure all out, it would amount to 993 gold, 240 gold's worth of assorted small gems. Now,
And 240.
and
Or with?
Because it's a pretty big pile there on the image, and I was
God
like, I want to make it
dang.
true to that. Now, your babysitter, Dame Narcisse, will have something to say about the crown seizing a good amount of that, based on this being a mission that you're on. But that's a thing we can say for another time. But she would have.
I don't recall that being a part of the agreement. I thought they were just going to pay for all of our stuff and got nothing in return.
Well, that is a thing. That is a thing that she would bring up. That is a thing. We can get into the details of that later. But for now, as far as your plan, it would absolutely be utilized. It can absolutely be utilized to hire folks. Like, that's not a question at all. That's totally fine. Now, I'm not saying she's going to seize it all, but she will.
I'm like, can she? Like,
It's
I
not
don't
like
want to throw down with her, but
You all
like,
think we can take
it's not
something to
like a civil it's not like a civil forfeiture kind of thing. But she would be like, hey, we found this on the Crown's mission. It'd be good to take some of this back, but yeah.
We found it on a side mission.
Fair. Well,
But that's neither here nor there.
yeah. She likes you guys. Don't worry, we can hash that out later. It's not gonna.
okay.
You didn't just find this and you're not gonna get none of it. Like, I promise that won't.
I'm
be
not
the case.
getting taxed for killing a crab. Like, come on. Ooh, that's you got to declare that income. Sorry.
We did have an unsanctioned duel in like whatever early episode that led to issues too. So you never know.
Right.
This is a very litigious campaign, Emma. I hope you're aware of that.
Yep. Love it.
All right, so you've acquired the gold, and sort of, I guess, step one of your plan is to recruit folks. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the ideal place to recruit folks would be back at the main tavern, good old Cold Ones.
Makes sense to me.
And I will hand it over to you guys as far as how you want to set this up. I assume it's probably Azov getting up on a stool and shouting, but it's all over to you guys.
If I want anybody to get their attention, I'm happy to play my bagpipes.
Ooh, do you think you could do something epic, building, action, something like that?
I've got just what you need, and he's gonna play the instrumental to shake thy ass for free. Which is not really what he asked for, but it'll get people's attention.
It's just what he knows how to play.
It's like I know one song.
I know one song that people actually listen to.
What time of day is it currently?
Let's see. You.
It's 7:30, Ryan.
6:31.
Let me think about that. You arrived in pretty early in the morning. You had all this stuff. I'm gonna say it's probably like afternoon.
One of the most busy times in the local tavern. Only true winners are here.
Well, people were there for breakfast too. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
The early dinner crew.
Azov's gonna get up on one of the tables. Before he does, he's like, "Showtime." He's gonna sit up. It's like, "My fellow people of the proud city of Icewind, I call upon your aid. There is an infestation of monsters on the beach nearby here. Their disgusting, savage ways insult all of our ways of life. I need only the bravest, the most powerful, the most cunning, the most indomitable to join us on this quest, to wipe them from the land and bring peace and pride back to your humble abode. Also, we will be paying gold. So, do I have a list of volunteers?"
There's
I think
little like a low murmur, but yes.
I think at the moment that I hear, and we're also offering gold, you just get that whip pan of just the was not listening, immediately listening, and standing up from the bar, a plate of literally just probably like just chicken, just pure protein chicken, stands up and approaches you. She's a
Someone's
tall,
bulking up.
kind of ropey built half orc. No idea how tall any of y'all are, but you know, probably solid 6'4" ish, ropey builded half orc.
The tallest.
You are the tallest in the group.
Fantastic. Love that immediately. A head taller than anybody. Kind of greenish kind of skin. Their hair is just kind of like shaved on the side, but kind of pulled back into a tight like bun. A lot of it falls down in the back. From across the room, they're wearing a tracksuit, but as they approach you, you start getting that like little glint of like studded leather underneath this half zipped up tracksuit, and their bracers, they've got like this like kind of fuzzy material almost, so you know, you get that little bit of like wipes the mouth a little bit, comes up. How much are y'all talking about on this epic adventure?
I see we have our first volunteer. Yes, hello. What is your name?
You can call me Nor.
Nor.
What's what's this adventure?
Nor, it's a wonderful name. Is that short for something?
Nope.
Okay, Nor.
Nope.
So
Are you from the north?
I am from the north. How'd you know? It's because I look all comfy, all cozy in my tracksuit right here.
I was just guessing based off of the name. I don't know.
Okay, fair, you know? May I ask, who are y'all? And what's your journey? What's your journey?
well, my name is Azov. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're getting the list.
Azov,
Getting his-
champion of
Yeah,
the deep,
let's-
master of both land and sea, the Cobalt Crusader.
Okay.
And I'm Bo.
Okay, that's a lot easier to remember. I appreciate that. He's Bo. As
Henry.
all then, who might you? Henry. Wonderful to meet you. Wonderful to meet y'all again. What am I? I'm interested, but I'd like to know what it is that we're
And this
doing.
quiet fellow here that's almost as like they're not here is 8'9".
Hey.
Oh my gosh, 8-9. Okay, 8-9.
Yeah, there's
Bo,
also an air
Henry,
genasi there.
Tails. Okay.
Like, at what point do you just tell her that we're like going to be fighting for our lives? How does this work?
I was gonna say, like, she's asking who we're fighting or something, and we're like, the Sahuagin. None of us can say who we're fighting.
We know, we just can't pronounce it.
Fish
You
people,
know?
but not him. Fish people.
Not him, fish people. Okay. All right. So
The
it's
real
four gold.
assholes.
What are you offering?
Money.
We are currently on a very heroic and dangerous mission from the crown not far from here. And as part of it, we need to liberate a weapon or fish or
Giant metal.
machine. We're not entirely sure what it is exactly, but we know we need to be liberating it.
I'm going to interrupt you right here and say you need to work on your pitch a little bit. I'm not really sure where you're coming from, but, you know, you could really probably, like, it would do well for you to be a little bit more concise with what you're trying to sell people on if you're trying to get
All
more
right,
than just
15
me.
gold.
15
You
gold? Can you get up a little bit higher?
Well, who are you? A hireling goes for 2 gold a day. What do you do?
I don't know. You seem desperate and nobody else here is standing up, so...
The couple in the back, I sell them whispering. They're considering it.
They're looking
Yeah, look
over
over
with
my
that
shoulder,
same
what
look.
does-
The same look you see in the photo here, where they're both just like, ah. They've just been giving that party that look all day.
Okay. All right. How long do y'all think this might take? I got some places to be, things to do, but I'm willing to take a little break out of my day.
If all goes according to plan and all the preparations are made complete, we should have them slaughtered and on a pike by morning.
All right, you sound real fun and interesting, you know? Let's do this. I got no
Now-
complaints.
Now, listen. I think it's important to note that there's a small chance that this might not work out, but most likely we're gonna fucking succeed.
All right, so I'd like to be paid up front then.
Just because of the small chance it won't work out.
Just a small chance that it might not work out. I would be very interested in at least possibly working on a half now, half later kind of deal. At least, you know, in case one of us lives.
How about half now, half later?
Okay, yeah, I volunteered that, so 10 gold right now, right here.
Are you like afraid of sharks or anything though? Just before we get into it.
I don't know what a shark is, so
Me
probably-
neither. All right, here we go.
You know, they rolled, yeah, you guys rolled for that last
I rolled
episode.
an
Nobody knows what a
intelligence.
shark
I did not know what it
is.
was.
Do
That
you,
was the smartest
Do you
person
want to
here.
roll for that, Emma, to see if maybe Nor knows what a shark is?
Yeah, sure. What would that be?
Nature.
That'll be.
Nature.
Oh, that's gonna be a great one for me. Let's see. What is my nature?
Fantastic name, Emma. Amazing
Ooh.
fucking name. Oh my god.
Thank you. I got a +0, and now I get to figure out remembering how to make Roll20 work.
That's all right. /R space and then type out your D's and your pluses from there.
1d20 +0.
Okay.
Oh, here. /roll. And then
Slash roll
space.
space.
Slash before
Yeah.
it.
And then whatever it
Roll
is.
space. Thanks, everyone.
No problem.
Just feels shameful for just having to keep writing out 0 over a 17.
You might know what shark is. I'm sorry.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
All right.
In your travels, Nor, you do know what a shark is. Good for you. No one else here did.
All right. So they're sharks. They don't really bother me that much. You know, they're probably fine.
Oh, good.
Great.
You guys know
Fantastic.
it, right?
I was just checking.
Cool. You gonna get anybody else here? Just us? Just 5 of us? 5 of us?
We have our first hero here. Is anyone else interested in our noble quest?
8, 9, and your babysitter Narcisse will volunteer to.
I was gonna say we got Narcisse.
Yeah, like they'll volunteer to stay here like throughout more of the day to, not during the mission,
I
but
thought-
to recruit
I
more
was
people.
like, bitch is coming with us.
No. They'll volunteer to recruit more folks. Like if you all want to get on with other parts of the plan, they'll volunteer to do that. Because I know, so the druids would have kind of gone back to the shrine. They definitely want to talk more about the plan, and then whatever else you need to do leading up to it prep wise.
All right.
So what
Nor,
is
I
it?
have a good feeling about this. So, we've already kind of hired you, but would you go over your resume a bit? Any battles you fought in? Warlords you've slain? Great campaigns won?
You know? What about you first? Did you? I want to know what I'm dealing with too. I can't
mean,
say
clearly-
I've done any warlords or anything like that, but you know, I'm keeping myself safe. I got a pretty high constitution, you know. I'm currently on an athletic adventure across this land, and you know, gotten into some scraps here and there. I've made it this far, you know.
Like a pilgrimage? Are you going on a pilgrimage? Or are you just
If
like,
you really want to know,
sure?
I'm going to tell you everything about myself right now. I left the North about 20 days ago, and I'm going to be the first person to run across the entirety of this country.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. You know anyone else that's done it? Yeah, you got all those
No.
fancy, you know, little people using magic back and forth. This one's going to run
So
all
you're
the way.
saying that
Manually.
someone is chasing you then?
Nope. I'm just doing this for me. I never heard anybody that's done it before, and, you know, I just want to try it.
Running for fun.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
as a player, I've never heard of like a cross-country runner as a D&D character before. I love it.
Look at her though. She's so excited about it. She's like, I'm going to go running today. Like, I love her very much.
The entire time, Nora's been kind of like stretching out their like lower leg muscles a little bit. You know, nothing like too showy or anything like that, but just kind of like that constantly little bit of like
But we know her
not
calves. are
nervous
quick.
movement, but like little jittery, little moving.
So clearly you're very fit. But are you fit on the field of battle? I see. Do you have your shield and sword with you there?
I do. Yep. And at that moment, Nora just kind of, it's been tucked behind them the whole time, pulls out her shield. She's got a front. It's just, you know, relatively simple wooden, little bit of like decorative iron up front, simple round one. And then she does not like pull it out, but like reveals like a scimitar like strapped to her back.
The paladin that is babysitting the party. So in addition to the party, there's the tiefling Narcisse who's sent from the crown to watch over them. She'll just like admire the paladin get up all around. Just very nice. I use a straight sword myself, but a scimitar can get the job done too. Sometimes the curvature is good for tricking your foes.
Exactly, a little bit faster, you know? Some of us just need to move around, a little back and forth.
True.
Catch them while they're not paying attention.
Indeed.
Is that good enough for you? Or should I take my 10 gold and just leave?
No, you
No, we
can't
still need
leave.
All right,
Please
all
help.
right.
Please,
You know?
please help us.
Okay.
Please.
Just because you.
I'm concerned I'm going to pay you when you're going to run away, because apparently all you like to do is run.
We just assume she's a flight risk, like immediately.
I don't know if I'll be able to chase you is the thing. I'm wearing armor. You're wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like stud leather peeking out from underneath, you know. Alright.
Gonna lean over to Henry and Bo and be like, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
We already paid her. I could try to take the money back, but she might be faster than me. She might run away while I do.
Can you catch her?
Probably not. What? Wait, Will! I'm not Chimera anymore. I have some decks. I have a little.
You are a rogue.
I
Yeah,
am
you
a
got
rogue.
you have cutting action dash, which makes you
Chimera
so fast.
had no speed. Yes, I could potentially, maybe.
All right. So we agree if she tries to run, cut her Achilles tendons and we take her down.
Sure.
Debilitating.
Yeah.
Come to the team.
All the time.
Happy to join. Happy to join for the duration of this one adventure. For now.
Very specific.
You said it like a contract. I like
This one
I
adventure.
like it. Yes, so 8-9 and Narcisse will volunteer to stay here until it's time to enact the plan to recruit more people. You said you're looking for about 10 kind of archer types, right? Or at least people who can hold a bow to cover the high ground. So they'll keep that in mind and they will seek that out. And like I said, this is like a decent sized town. It is, Windmill Chicago, so like there should be some capable folks around.
Yeah, I mean, like, and if we have to see if any of the sailors that we came in with are available, or if Allurian's around, he might be gone by now, but
He's probably gone by now.
If you would like to try to find him, if you would like to try to find him, you're more than welcome to. I assumed you guys wanted nothing to do with him anymore. But if you would also like to try to recruit him, I'm down.
He makes me antsy and I don't like him. But
Why? What makes you uncomfortable about him?
Because I just assume he's gonna kill me in my sleep.
No, I would do it when you were alive. I want you to know that I did it.
if he's a lukewarm body, he can protect me from a spear. Like, I mean, I'm his biggest fan then.
And we can try. Beyond this, you have like a whole plan written out, Mr. Cobalt Crusader?
Believe it or
Crusader?
not, where I come from, fighting impossible battles against overwhelming odds is kind of our thing. This isn't too far out of my depth.
God.
The old couple at the bottom corner do the same look.
I think I nudge probably Bo, unless he's still playing his Triumph of Bagpipe, and just be like, "Is that happen a lot? A lot of those kind of jokes around here."
They do.
All right, good to know. Get myself ready for it.
But yes, the long and short of it is, anytime you're going up against a foe more that outnumbers you, you need to change the situation to your advantage. So our important thing is we need to get them out of their fortified cave and on to somewhere where they're without cover, without advantage. But before we do, I think we do need to check in with the druids. Need to see if they know anything about the Sahuagin before we go charging in there and possibly get killed.
Now that you know it's Hispanic, I love that you actually said Sahuagin. Like, I don't know if you noticed.
I keep throwing an N in there.
I know, because now that you know where it comes from, I'm like, you're just making it more Hispanic. That's pretty funny.
There's like a
Sahuagin.
guitar strum.
Yeah, diddling.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Every
for
time.
Juan T from the other campaign.
But like they're kind of the same thing.
No,
It's a similar
totally.
style.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, that's why I said it all depends on your accent, how you pronounce these guys. Yeah, if you want to check in with the druids, that can be the thing. And then 8-9 and Narcisse will stay behind. I think as part of your plan, you also needed to collect some of Reggie the cook's kitchen grease. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Let's get a couple barrels of grease.
Yeah. Well, in keeping with him never showing his face in this campaign, you'll just hear the "Yeah, I got you. Just give me some time, a little bit of time to get that together" from the kitchen.
Thanks, Reggie.
And you got it.
In no particular order or timing of when, but Bo's gonna want to grab that orb of a druid and speak to him privately at some point.
Okay. Well, is that where you guys are headed now? Back to the shrine? Okay. We'll head to the Scarab Shrine here in Icewind. And Bella will be there. And let me grab our orb here.
The ball.
There he is. Here's Phineas. Oh, what the heck?
Amazing.
There he is.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got a little face to it, you know?
I was expecting much smaller.
This
You rotated it. There it goes.
this would not be to scale. It here, did I make
I
it
think
a
we
hint?
said it was around yay big.
Yeah, did I make it a
Bowling
handout
ball?
for you guys?
Somewhere between a Namekian Dragon Ball and an Earth Dragon Ball.
It's kind it's about bowling ball size. Let me pull up the wording again for you. So this is the Professor Orb. Essentially, it's someone like conferred their consciousness into this. 5-pound sphere of smoky gray quartz about the size of a grapefruit. So grapefruit size. That's where we're at. There you go. That's all the specific details. And as far as some more like the unique things to this particular guy, Phineas Daybreak, we can get into those now as you're returning to the shrine. So when you do, you'll probably show up, and Bella should probably be sitting like cross-legged, just kind of eating some berries, eating her kind of later lunch now. And Phineas is just sitting there in the dirt because he's an orb. And I'm not going to do the echo for him every time, but you know that he's, coming from out of the orb. Oh, I think our guests from earlier are approaching, Bella. And she'll just like turn, oh, yes, nice to see you all again. Oh, you have someone new. Hi.
Did we all hear that? We all hear that sound? Where's that come from?
Like the druid.
Is there somebody invisible in here?
Oh, that's
Coming
just
from.
Look down.
It's coming
That's
from
me.
the great ball.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Don't see that every
Somebody
day.
thought-
Neat.
Somebody thought that was a good idea. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is a crystal ball, right?
Well, I mean, I'm more of like a floating soul, but yeah, I'm in a crystal ball, more or less.
Okay.
Well, listen.
Henry, how much do you think we could get for fencing him?
Oh my god, so much money, right? Any kind of sentient item's got to go for hundreds at least, I would think.
I was just
Someone lonely probably would like him.
Uh huh. You sell it
You
as
could
a
donate
sentient
it.
item. Mhm.
You could donate it to a school, so he could
Who
both be there
donates?
and a referee.
You could-
Yeah, that
that's
doesn't
such a
sound
good
very lucrative on my end, though.
That would be
Ah,
hilarious.
each their
Oh
own.
my god. You'd be like a built-in, like you roll the ball down the out like the thing, and then it's like, oh, you got to, like you just announce it from like.
Yeah, they do their own
Hold up.
VAR checks.
Uh-huh.
What if we convince somebody that it's a scrying orb, but in fact we're spying on them?
Hey, what are you guys talking about over there? I'm sentient,
Nothing.
but I'm not telepathic.
Said your hair looks nice today.
You can see that?
Yeah.
What can we see in the orb, by the way?
That smiling little blushing face.
So it's like a smoky within the orb, but there are just I wouldn't want to say dancing lights because it's not that exaggerated, but there are just kind of two kind of floating things in there. It's almost like the physical representation of like a floating soul and then a floating mind are floating within there. Because he essentially just put his being into this orb.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Orb,
It's Phineas. That's fine.
Phineas. I knew a Phineas. Mostly went by Finn. One chuckle, I'll take it. All right, so, Mr. Phineas, when we rescued you, you're welcome for that, by the way. When we rescued you
Oh,
from,
I thanked you before. It's greatly appreciated.
well, it never hurts to say it 10 more times.
Thank you. That's 2. 3.
You mentioned you knew the language of the Sea Devils, the Sahuagin.
I do, yes. I spent some time studying them.
Have you spent time with the ones that are around here, around these parts?
Well, certainly. I'm from here. So Professor Orbs, they have basically four. I mean, it's in the text there, but they have essentially like four areas of knowledge in which they are experts. So Phineas here, he is an expert in. Let me make sure. Get this right. So I already mentioned the languages he speaks. He speaks Common, Sahuagin, Primordial, and Elvish. And his areas of expertise are Sahuagin ecology, the Bismarck Project, and other related warcasters, the history of this town you're in, Icewind, and the Shore Dynasty, the current royal line. Those are the four areas that he is an expert in. And being that he's a druid who took care of the shrine here, he also knows a lot about Scarret, of course.
Well, you know a lot of things that we need to know. Maybe we should take you with us.
Take me where?
Never mind. Wanted to ask you about the Sahuagin. You said you've studied their ways. We're currently on our way for a diplomatic mission with them. High stakes. Would you happen to know anything that might aid us? Like weaknesses or allergic reactions? Things that offend them particularly.
Oh, you're looking to meet them in combat, is that it?
Well, it might come to that.
Well, I certainly hope it doesn't. I spent so much time trying to understand them and sort of bring them into our society, if you will, but I suppose sometimes they only listen to action.
I'm sorry, you tried to bring them into our society?
Okay, we
You just
druids...
like walk up to them and be like, you want to come have lunch? Like, how did...
More or less. Listen, we druids, we commune with nature. It's our role in this world to be that bridge between the more awakened beings and the animals and plants who have not yet reached that stage, you know? And I thought maybe this Sahuagin could someday get there. In fact, it's why when the Bismarck project started, they wanted my expertise, because they knew they were building around that territory, and you know, I wanted to help. I hope this is all okay to say. I know you're here under crown protection, so you know, safe space and all that.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And don't feel bad. I mean, the Tridus Empire have tried many, many times to recruit Sahuagin, but even for you know, we like our war a lot, but they proved to be quite stupid and awful. So don't feel bad.
I sometimes you try and it doesn't work out, you know. I don't feel like I could raise any violence against them myself, you understand?
Okay.
But if you wish to know more about them or about Bismarck, I'm happy to answer. Or if it seems one of you is wanting to know more about Scarret and all of that, I'm happy to speak on those subjects.
Well, I guess first question, the Bismarck. What is
Yes.
it?
Oh, well, this is ironic considering the pacifist talk we were just having, but, well, it is a weapon of war. The king wanted to construct some, I suppose you would call them vehicles? I don't know. The world hasn't ever seen anything quite like them, but these, I don't know, I suppose, maybe vehicle is the right word, but these devices piloted by multiple individuals capable of taking out legions of enemy soldiers. One Bismarck could take out an entire fleet of ships if it was driven correctly. And as far as the other projects, I don't know the exact details, but I know plans were also being made to control the land and sky. It was just about finished. I'm sure the Bismarck is pilotable at this stage, but, you know, with the death of the last king, it sort of put a pin in things for the time being.
When he mentions a weapon for the sea, Azov is going to be a little wary of that and say, were there any plans to expand to deeper regions of the world.
You're worried that the people of Pentaclea would encroach upon the Tritus Empire.
Some say that the Tritus Empire controls everything under the waves.
Sure, I understand your concern, Azov. It is my understanding that these were built more as a preemptive measure, not as a declaration of war. Especially with how I assume the Emperor in the East is still operating.
Aggressively.
Yes, he always was, and for the most part it seemed in check. You know, one of those types you just have to sort of wave a hand at. Yes, yes, whatever, continue on your way, but it never made any outright strikes, thankfully, although it seems something like that may have happened recently, from what I've been told by you all.
So, the Bismarck, was it completed?
If I had to estimate, I would say it's 90% finished. It should be perfectly drivable, should be safe for the waters, but I don't know that all of its weapons are entirely ready to go.
Do you believe the Sahuagin are capable of piloting such a marvel of technology and magic?
To be honest with you, I don't think they realize what they have. They are worshipping the thing, from what you've told me, so I think to them they just see it as some sort of idol from the deep, something that deserves their respect. If they knew what it was, could they drive it? I don't know. It would take the minds who designed it to know how to actually pilot the thing, and listen, as much as I care for the Sahuagin, they're not geniuses of the sea.
Yes. Well, we all can't be.
Mentioned it required multiple pilots. How many exactly?
Well, you need at least one to steer the controls. You'd want a navigator. You'd want one person on, I suppose you'd say, a lookout or just a recon duty. And then you'd need folks to operate the weapons, of which there are, well, at least there were plans for weapons on all four sides of the thing, top, bottom, and each side. So, 7? And of course you'd want maintenance crew and backups, so probably rough a dozen folks.
Bare bones skeleton crew minimum. How much would it take to drive it out from where it is?
Yeah, talking like a joyride or something.
Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto.
I was thinking Ferris Bueller, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not thievery.
I don't think I ever read either of those scrolls, but bare minimum, if you're not looking to take it into battle, I suppose all you would really need is a pilot, but you would have to understand how to operate it.
You froze for when you said a number.
Oh. Well,
You said the number.
at an absolute bare minimum, I suppose all you need is one person to drive it if you're not taking it into battle, but you'd need to know how.
Do you know how?
That was not my role. The technology is a bit beyond me. If it were a real shark of the sea, I'm sure I would understand it a lot better, but it's simply made to look like one. You all know what a shark is, right?
Obviously.
What? What do you mean?
No. Yeah.
All right, Henry
pretty
only knew loan sharks.
Yeah.
Oh, your new friend seems to know. That's good.
Okay, but do I need to be concerned about them? They keep coming up. If
We're going in the water, probably.
I mean,
Are they just everywhere?
if Azov didn't know what they were, then they've got to be kind of rare, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I definitely knew what they were.
Yeah.
I just wasn't telling them.
Yeah, I don't see how you wouldn't. So, but yeah, like technically speaking, you could pilot it with one person. It just you need to understand how the thing works.
And I don't suppose there's like an instruction manual just hanging around somewhere.
I have to
The
admit,
glove box.
I'd have to imagine some of that knowledge left when the folks returned to the capital.
Well, Henry, as chief of intelligence for our outfit, I leave that up to you to figure out how to use.
Okay. Well,
No.
I mean, I am willing to give it a try. But if I die down there, I'm not gonna be happy about it. Also,
Oh,
I
that's
can't
good.
see in the dark, so.
That's a good point. How much air goes in the thing?
Oh, there's sort of a cycling and storage device. Again, beyond my understanding, but it's some sort of combination of magic and engineering. I strictly deal in the realm of nature, of course, but there are artificers who manage to bring the technology and the magic together and figure these things out.
Wow.
So I'm hopping into a billionaire submersible. Is that what's going on here?
I mean, kind of. If it was
+5 controller right next to it.
kind of, if it was also made for war.
I mean, that's eventually
Here we
what it's
go.
gonna
Just
You got everything you need. Bo, help me nail the door shut.
get her in there. Awesome. After I made that submersible parallel, I don't want to play it anymore.
You've heard of rocks fall, you all die. Now it's time for submarine, whatever the word
Implosion.
is. You implodes,
Implosion,
you all die.
all die.
Pressure.
It's literally made by the crown, so.
Are we gonna die?
Okay, cool.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can give it a go. It would certainly help if somebody knew how, but
Well, you're working for the crown, are you not? I have to imagine they would be able to reach out to somebody who could.
that was actual years ago, right?
Well,
What was it, 10 years ago?
7 years ago?
7. Well, I was
Ooh,
the
I gotta
only
fix that.
I was
Hold
the
on.
only one in a sort of, you could say, critical condition who converted himself into an orb. I would never imagine the other engineers would do the same.
Hold on, though. But the crown sent us here because they didn't know what the fuck this thing was, right? Somebody on their team would have had to say, oh yeah, I totally know what this Bismarck thing is. Because why would we be here? Otherwise, it's a total conspiracy and we're being used as bait to get
Unless
the
it was
thing.
top secret.
But you'd think Rayland would know. Like, new king?
It's true, and he didn't, which would mean it was like the toppest of secret.
So they're either playing dumb and letting us get into trouble,
Possible.
or nobody knows what the hell they are. Legitimately.
It means that they had a greater purpose than whatever preemptive measures the former crown was playing with.
Well, whatever it was, I was assigned to my role, and to be frank, I'm glad to finally be able to speak about this with somebody because it was made top secret here.
Do you have names of the engineers that worked on it?
Oh, well, I was pretty close with some of them, actually.
Go on, say more.
Yes. Well, there was where is it? There was a pair of dwarves who worked on it. These twins, Molly and Polly. Great names for dwarves. And, you know, it's funny, actually. You call yourself the Cobalt Crusader, Azov, but there was a kobold who's went by Cobalt. Those three were... Well, the dwarves were more on the mechanical side, you see, the building of the thing, and the kobold was a bit more of the thinker and planner. Those three were certainly the most approachable of the group. There were others, but they were a little more uptight, you know. Didn't want to give a druid the time of day. But it's fine. I'm in an orb now, and nothing bothers me.
I'd like to insight that.
Okay.
I imagine stairs bother him.
Well, he does have, he can mage hand himself around.
Just rolls in places. Just
Maybe
Kinda.
nothing does bother him. Maybe an orb's pretty cool.
Listen, it beats what I was dealing with in the last couple of days outside of the thing.
Narcisse, she's like, what is her rank? What is Narcisse's rank?
She's a very high-ranking knight.
I mean, she would have had to have heard of Molly, Polly, and Cobalt, right? I mean,
Maybe.
she's close enough to be trusted with something like this.
I'm kind of thinking these projects are all off the books.
I was just gonna use my sending stone and be like, "Hey, girl, you know these people?"
Try.
And then I mean,
Can if you want.
just a real quick one.
Azov's charge is
Yeah,
gone.
I'll-
Don't forget. From
Yeah, I'll
last
ask.
I
episode.
remember. It was a necessary test.
Hey,
I
you
will
up?
take out my Rocky Talkie, and
I love
I
that.
am going to
Talkie.
ask her.
Rocky Talkie.
I'm
That's
gonna
so
ask
good.
her if she knows about either of those people.
Sure. Molly, Polly, or Cobalt.
Yeah.
And the response you get back is, we'll just assume you did it in 25 words if we don't want to count it out for sending.
So
Unless you want to
me
count
and
it out because it's fun.
Me and 8-9 went and asked like people if they knew about Bismarck, and we literally just walked up and said, "Hey, you know about Bismarck? I need no frills. I just need, hey, you know about Molly, Polly, and Cobalt?"
You got it. You got it. And the response back is, as in the Crown's engineers? Yes,
God
they're
damn this
on
woman.
the team. Yes, they're on the team. I
Okay.
don't know them well, but they still work at the castle. Are they involved?
Yeah.
Can't respond.
She will then use her. She will use her sending stone to. No, she will hold on to it. Knowing that you're coming back later, she'll hold on to hers. She won't use her charge yet.
She totally knows about these people.
Hmm.
So now I'm assuming bad things. That's great. Okay.
One more question for me. Can the Sahuagin breathe smoke?
I don't know of anyone that can breathe smoke. Maybe a
For
fire
sure 8-9
elemental.
can.
Smoke monster.
It's true. 8-9 is an air Genasi. Well, maybe your
He is a-
Genasi friend. But Sahuagin, definitely not. I mean, it was spending time with them that did this to me anyway, so I don't think breathing smoke is going to work for them.
When we went down there, there was a king, or what seemed to be a king. Know anything about him?
Okay. Well, there is a hierarchy among the Sahuagin, although it's usually strength-based. Did he seem to be the largest or strongest of them?
I mean, there were some pretty large and strong things in there, but they didn't have a pointy crown.
Or throne.
Perhaps it's the one that found the Bismarck in the first place and asserted some sort of claim in that way.
Mm.
I've never known them to have a king. Like I said, it was mostly strength-based, and you say it wasn't one of the, as I called them, the Sahuagin giants. So, maybe just one of the alphas found the thing. So yeah, you've
think
seen
that's-
normal Sahuagin, you fought the alpha, and then there's the giant, which was the big nasty looking one. And
Okay,
then,
because Sydney's trying to figure out what the shark one is called.
that would be a giant.
Oh, great.
Here actually,
Wasn't that?
we'll go back to the view of the dock real quick. So
Emma, this is what we're trying to fight tonight.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
So yeah, so you've got, these are the giants, the ones with the big open jaws that I grabbed from Bloodborne, one of the greatest games ever made. And then you have the alphas. Then you got the regulars, and like a bunch of these guys we're just going to consider them regulars, even though art is different. And then yeah, the guy on the throne is mostly resembles just like one of the alphas.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the biggest guys, while they're the toughest, also seem not, smart. So
I don't know if they had an engineering degree or anything like that, you know.
Question not related to the San Juan. How do you deter a shark? Because apparently we're going to run into like 50 of them.
Well, normally a shark will only attack you if it smells blood, and even then, it's not going to be aggressive unless you're aggressive toward it. But if it comes down to it and it's swimming right towards you, just give it a little bop in the nose. That will usually throw it off.
Are we talking like
Ew.
a bop, or are we talking like
Oh, put some force into it. It needs to know
punch
your
the
business.
fuck out of the? Okay,
A bop,
No
not
boops.
a bop, not a boop.
punch it. And Nor, you said gills, like the like. Do I like gotta punch
Yeah.
the gills?
Yeah, sure. You know, I imagine that's where they breathe. You know, everyone else has to breathe somehow.
Like
You
the
knock those
equivalent of
out.
like the throat, like
I was
jab,
about to
just
say
like,
it's throat punching a shark.
Except they got two of them, so you gotta go like, you know, at the same time.
I plan to use that method as soon as I'm confronted by one.
It's like the eardrum thing, but for gills.
Oh. Yeah.
Ugh. Noted. All right,
Well-
that's all my questions.
That's all the questions I have. Bo, I think you said you had some questions and you wanted some privacy. Then happy to give it to you.
All right. Well, thank you then. And I'm just gonna grab the orb and kind of
Oh,
like
we're moving. Okay.
shimmy off. Oh, it floats by itself.
It can use Mage Hand to move itself. But it,
I still grab it.
yeah. It definitely, yeah. It's kind of like a movement. So like it's more convenient to be like carried. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. So I bring it over and I'm like, okay, now I just want to know, what do you know about the dang god that you have a shrine for? This sorry, what's his name? Scarret.
Oh, Scarret. Yes. Well, I understand Bella kind of gave you the whole tourism spiel earlier, so she's very grateful for
Yeah.
the chance to finally give that speech. But
Yeah, but I want to know the good stuff, the secret stuff. You gotta tell me.
you seem to be pretty on edge here, Bo. Are you okay? Why do you
His
need
eyes are like popping out. He's like, tell me!
Well, Bo, first I need to understand why it is you want to know this so badly. Just let's have level head here.
This guy has been freaking me out ever since we first saw him. We're pretty sure we saw him in person, and he imitated an officer. I mean, I guess maybe he was an officer hundreds of years ago, but then he came back, and then he interviewed us, and then he just vanished, and then other guards came over, and they were like, hey, we're interrogating you now. And we're like, but we already talked to the goat guy. And they're like, what goat guy? And then it's just like, he's just pure chaos. And my sailor side has been the cause of so much chaos in my life. And now here he comes bringing more chaos. He's like chaos incarnate, and I need to know what the fuck's his deal. All I get so far is like, oh, he's a change agent. He shows up when change shows up. But you gotta give me more than that. There's gotta be more that you know about him.
Well, it sounds like you need to speak to him again. Would that be correct?
Can you arrange that?
Well, not exactly, but you can do it yourself. You can give yourself a good shot of communing with him.
How do I do that?
Well, Bo, what do you know about portals to other places?
I know something about how they can come about during times of strong emotion.
Okay, well that's good. You're not exactly at square one then. So that's good. Yes, for most mortals, they can just appear in times of crisis like that. And, well, let me ask
Can
you...
you see that I'm having a crisis right now?
Oh, I understand.
Where's the portal?
Shake it a little bit. No, Bo, I understand. Listen. What you need to do is acknowledge the source of these troubles. I don't want to pry, but Bo, if there's some sort of unresolved emotional thing in your life, if you could go to the source of that and sort of confront it, create that emotional peak, that will give you the best chance of opening your way to Scarret. Is there anything like that?
I don't think you're understanding me, Orb. My entire life is a series of unresolved emotional things.
Okay, well, let's pick one. Has your chaos ever harmed somebody? Even by accident?
Yes! Yes, it has!
Okay. Is there any one of those instances that was perhaps worse than another?
Yes!
Okay.
What are you, a fortune teller? You're getting it spot on!
It's more of a therapy. I'm just trying to ask the right questions kind of thing. Why don't you tell me more about that?
I've got this wild magic that erupts in random ways, and there was a time when I was just trying to understand somebody, using my comprehend languages, and next thing you know, confusion is spreading out to everyone around me, and then it ends up getting one of my buddies killed.
Hmm.
And I never lived that one down.
I see.
You get one guy killed, and everybody frickin' keeps harping on about it.
Oh, who keeps harping on about it?
People that I no longer associate with.
I see. Well, I'm not telling you you need to associate with them again, Bo, but I am saying that perhaps confronting this issue or finding closure with them will lead you to being able to speak with Scarrett.
Alrighty then. I'll take your word for it, but I just want to know one other thing. Do you know anything about Scarrett? Fucking mortal people. Some gods, they're like known for turning into swans and fucking mortals and stuff like that. And I just want to know, is that what his deal is about? Or is he laying off and he is just fucking other deities? Or demons or whatnot?
I'll be honest, Bo, that's not usually a chapter someone studies when learning about Scarrett, so I'm
yeah,
afraid...
but people hear things.
Well, I suppose
is your deity boss a fuckboy? That's what I want to know.
I suppose he's probably no more or less horny than others of his kind.
Oh dear God, he's like regular satyrs?
Well, he is their god.
Oh. Saints be damned. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh. You've given me much to think about. You may go now, Orb.
Will you carry me back? It's faster.
I'd take the orb and chuck him! Catch yourself with your dang mage hand! And I just start, like, kicking a tree.
Okay. Well, alright. You've spent time speaking with the druids. You have left folks to recruit some more people ahead of the plan. Is there any more prep that needs to happen?
Have we had a long rest since the last time? I think I used both my spell slots in just random RP shit.
We haven't done
so
any
long
rest.
The last time
Okay.
you long rested would have been as you pulled into town this morning, like slept on the boat.
Got it.
So since then, since you first went to the cave and since you first went to the Sahuagin cave and the Hermit Crab cave, you have not done a rest. You could certainly do, like, if you want to do one before the night falls, you could. There's also, of course, time for a short rest, but that's up to you guys.
I definitely need a short rest.
Okay.
But I figure if it's the middle of the day, we could get a long rest in. Because our plan happens, like, right before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So our normies can see.
Thank you.
I'm
in.
Yeah, totally. Like, you could get that in if you wanted to. Is there any other prep that needs to happen for your plan?
Got the grease.
So going down the list, we need to get lots of pine resin,
Yes.
wood, stuff that makes a lot of smoke. We're going to be making, we'll say, 3 bonfires inside the cave. If the width is like 8 feet or so, we're going to make 3 5x5 in there, probably like by one of the, you mentioned some bends.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that. When it's dark out, we're going to go back to the beach and cover where the skylight is, so they won't notice when the sun goes down. So it won't just be like, what happened to the light? So it'll be effectively sealed.
Right. Okay.
We already got the grease. That's going to go on furthest fire. So when Sahuagin come in and try to put it out with buckets or water or spells or anything like that, it is going to explode because you cannot put out a grease fire with water. So that will cause some chaos. And but yeah, then the rest is just getting enough hirelings to be on the outside of either that large cliff or, like, you know, where the cave is. There's like obviously a ridge or wall. So like if they can all be dotted up somewhere with a little bit of height advantage.
Yeah. Not to
they can
toot my
just
own
start-
horn, but I did find the like perfect top-down view of a similar beach. So yes, they will be all set
Great.
with the high ground. I honestly think I didn't find them together, but it literally looks like whoever drew the beach also drew this map because it matches up like perfectly.
Great.
So yeah, there's definitely that high ground spot. You here, if we go to the, let's go to the beach view.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the crab. Let's get rid of him because he's dead. Yeah. So,
Gideon.
yes. So underneath the rock structure is where the Sahuagin live, and yeah, like you can definitely get people kind of up on a higher point for sure, no question.
Cool. And then if we can short rest before we do that, I also think, do we want to get like so we don't think they're gonna hijack the ship, which sounds like this should. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It does sound
Is
like
it doing it because it
this
sees you making a thumbs up?
I think it's because I have a newer thing, so it just does it every time. So we don't have to worry about it necessarily driving away with it.
Right.
So that's a plus. If we force them out onto the beach and then coming up to where we'll fight them on the beach.
We'll fight them on the landing grounds.
We could buy like caltrops. Or how well do caltrops work on sand? Maybe they'll just like push them into the sand, right?
Yeah, they would probably just get dug in when someone steps
Yeah.
on them. I've never thought about this before, but I feel like, yeah, that's what would happen.
I think it would hurt a little bit, but not like if it was on solid ground.
Yeah, it's like stepping on a shell as opposed to a Lego.
Right.
I mean, if there's like a gravelly kind of like, I don't know anything like the lead up into a cave or anything like that, if it's more gravelly than sandy, then at least it could be something that would kind of poke up and at least maybe be inconvenient.
Yeah, that's a good point. How sandy is this beach? Because usually North Beach are very rocky.
Yeah, this particular one, it is sandy. It's not like the super lovely like powdery island sand. It's somewhere between that and like almost mud.
All right. What we could do is where the water meets the shore, we could buy a hunting trap. Like a bear trap. A couple of those, hide them under brush and stuff. They're not too expensive. Or we could just
And
say
we got money.
Get old
We do
rope
got
right
money.
across. You got anything kind of rope, little ankle high, maybe a little tripping hazard?
yeah.
Imagine like just don't imagine it, but like you trip like right into just a flaming mass of like pine tar and you're just like in it.
Grease fire, pine tar, fire.
Yeah. Like I'd quit. You could have it.
You'd
I
have
don't
no
want it anymore.
choice.
I do have ball bearing. Not that matters too much.
I don't think that's going to help us in this.
No.
And I was thinking that too.
What about a crowbar? I could use that to open the thing. That's perfect. Nailed it.
What are we thinking? We want to just hit it?
Just go for it. See how it goes.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Let's say this. Hunter's traps are 25, or they're 5 gold each.
They're only
That's
5
fine.
each.
They're 5 gold each. Let's buy like 5 and scatter them out.
Yeah, I don't see why not. At a minimum, you'll hear people come in if they go off and they don't catch anybody.
If they get 1 or 2 and one's taken, it's chip damage. It's winning by attrition. So
Yep.
So I'm keeping tabs on the expense of this mission right now. So far, 10 gold has gone to Nor.
Earmarked for another 10 afterwards.
I said
Earmarked
15.
for the 20. Nah. 10 now, 10 later. I listen too, buddy.
She learned all the shit we're doing, and she's like, no, we're adding 5 more.
So let's say 25 more gold for hunting traps.
I have a disguise kit.
Okay. And then it would be 20 for your archers that you're hiring, right? Because it's 2 gold for hireling. So yeah, so 20 for the archers you're hiring.
Great. This is a pretty it's like about 50 gold so far.
Are we getting the grease for Reggie for free? Please tell me we
I
are.
imagine so.
He's just like, yeah, they're taking the grease away. I ain't got to worry about disposing of it.
Listen,
I was just gonna dump it down the drain.
This grease is known the world around. It's gonna be a couple gold per, per liquid, per liter.
So the night before, I'm going to go on a heist and I'm going to steal the barrels of grease, and we're not going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, no, they're for free. It would just be thrown out. So, yeah, by the time you return to the tavern and you start like not winding down, but like, relaxing for your part of the day, you will, we'll put Nora over here for the moment. She can be running on top of the table. By the time you get back, 8, 9, and Narcisse will have recruited more, and you do have, your crew of 10 villagers who are capable of fighting at range from that high ground.
How do they look?
They look. Actually, I can tell you exactly what they look like. Give me 1 second. I'll just show you the image. It's one of those ones that's like built in to Roll20. Let me see if this will. Oh, this is here we go. All right, this is what they look like, more or less. There you go.
But I meant, like, do they look
Capable?
skilled? Yes.
Yeah. So you have it's some tougher looking folks. They're pretty well built. They look like I said, they look rough and tumble. They are armed. This isn't like as tough as like the actual northern lands, but this is like, as close as you get in this continent. So these look like capable folks who are ready to throw down and certainly ready to defend where they live. Like they like it here. They don't want it being overridden by no sea monsters.
Very important question. Is a certain dwarf among their ranks?
Oh, for sure. For sure, Dusseldorf has signed up, especially since he has to cover the tab.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Reggie's like, hey, listen, man, you do this for us, the tab is clear. All right, that's good, because somebody just put like 10 rounds on my tab, and I wasn't expecting that. So, okay. So, you can get your long rest in. Is there, and we'll say, you spend the time gathering everything else you need. Is there any other sort of RP or things that you guys wanted to touch on before we go ahead to where you're actually initiating the plan?
Real quick, are we going to be separating at all in the midst of this?
8-9's going to go up to the higher ground with his archers. And I think the rest of you, like the present party and Narcisse, are all going into the tunnel, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Would we like telepathic connections between anybody for the sake of keeping it hush hush before going in? just for fun, or we can like keep one on bow to notify them like that we're like on our way in, or if we're somehow.
Say more on this.
Speak on that.
I can like if 8-9 is like out on that rock, and if we're down there and something happens and we need help, I can just be like, hey, come get us, like with my mind. And another person. I can people.
Have you always been able to do this?
No. It's a very recent development. I accidentally triggered it like the other night on the boat, and it was really awkward.
Is this something all humans are capable of?
Yes. No.
Oh, oh. We'll definitely link up with 8-9, as he'll be our eyes and ears on the surface. And then one more?
Mm-hmm. Like, it could just be me and him, but I think I'm, like, the conduit between everything. Like, if, like, it's not like a part, like a group call. I think I have to be, like, the middleman for communication on it. Because they can telepathically speak with you, and you can speak telepathically with them as long as you're within a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Within 1 mile.
You can be a middleman, but they can't do it to each other. It's not a triangle. It's just out from you.
And through solid rock?
Telepathic. Up to a mile.
Neat. Why don't you just try
Not
with
so
one?
much like when you accidentally do it, because then it's just there, and you're like, I would love to be alone with my thoughts. But, you know.
Well, if there's something you're not worried about abusing it, it'd probably be 8-9, as he barely speaks in person, so...
I will establish that link.
Watch him be like super talkative, but only telepathically.
He's just a little chatterbox all of a sudden. He won't shut up.
He
It's
just doesn't
dude,
like to
you need
move his mouth.
You need to not.
You just put him on mute after a while.
Yeah.
You still see the little thing popping up, but it's just like...
Oh man.
Right, so I'm talking to 8-9 for 4 hours.
God damn!
Nice. Are we saying you're establishing that like as you're headed down to the beach, just to maximize
Yeah, I'll
its potential?
say like
Yeah.
because it's the first time using it, like she'll have to like grab a hold of him and like focus, and she might like reach out and like touch his temple. When she withdraws, it's like this shimmering string of like pink energy that like connects their two like temples.
That's
maybe.
cool.
And then it dissipates.
Cool. And who's the other person? Since you can do up to 2.
I can
If
do
you're
up to
doing
2. We'll do Narcisse.
Okay. This is interesting. I can't say I've ever communicated this way before. It's not quite the same as a sending stone.
No, it's a lot easier than a friggin' sending stone.
A walkie-talkie is one thing, but this sort of brain speaking, this is different. Interesting. Well then.
Which reminds me, I need to follow up with you about the 3 engineers just being around while we're doing this.
Yes, let's talk about that on the way to the beach, shall we?
We shall.
Right. No, the 3 of them. I don't know them well, but they are still certainly amongst the ranks of the Crown's employees. They're engineers.
So why has nobody talked to King Rayland about this? Why are we doing this when they know about it?
only
Part of what I'm wondering.
Well, the only
there's
people-
a whole freaking army.
The only people who knew about the project at the time... Well, okay. Certain folks seem to have known what happened when... I keep forgetting the name of his previous king, and I should know it. Sorry, hold on. Hollis. Hollis was Prince Arturian's dad. Oh, sorry. Let me actually make this available to everybody. Because since the, just so everyone has it, save that. And just so you guys have this for the future reference, this is the dynasty leading up to the current king. Because, the druid would have known that, and if, asked, he would have shared it. So, Hollis Shore, the previous king. Well, underneath Hollis, there were some folks who knew about the project, and they kept it to themselves. You brought forth this letter, and the only people who knew about that were the people in that room when we met at the castle, and other teams that have been sent out. So it seems like we have two groups not realizing they're both aware of the same top secret project. In other words, I need to let the Crown know that those folks were involved so that we can more effectively communicate.
Especially if there's 2 more of these things.
Yes. And she's going to pull out a different sending stone. Just don't mind me. I'm going to call back to headquarters about that.
How many Rocky Talkies do you have?
Well, there's this with you. There's this with the Crown. There's this one for other things.
She's got like 80 burner phones just hanging out.
She pulls out one that actually it almost looks like it has a little like. Actually, Azal, roll me a really quick perception check.
Oh, you know I am.
She pulls out one that looks like well worn, and it does almost have like a little looks like a little heart kind of crudely carved into it. This one
That could
is
mean anything.
private.
That can mean anything.
Oh my god.
So, are we ready to stab some guys or what?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. So you all head down to the beach, and this is where 8-9 will split off with you to. Well, he'll help you guys. You're gonna cover that hole to not let the light into the cave first, and since the sun is going down, they're not gonna notice. You've all definitely had your short rest by now, so if that matters for your tokens in a little bit, obviously apply that. And then 8-9 and his crew are going to head up to the high ground. Good luck. We'll do our best from out here.
Likewise.
And then they will split off. And then you guys will head down into the tunnel like before. Okay, so if you just give me a quick second. All right. I'll take 8-9's token out because he wouldn't actually be here. One sec. It's I didn't find like a nice like narrow cave map. But I do have one that will like suffice for now, kind of. So, let's go here. Can everybody see everything fine on this map?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So this is kind of, yeah, I just drew a black line like up here just to kind of represent just like, hey, this is actually narrower. There isn't like this section. You can just pretend it's not here,
Okay.
since it's supposed to be a narrow tunnel. I don't want to recant on that. So yeah, this is like a few turns away from where you would enter the actual Sahuagin cave, approximately where I believe you want to build your fires, but you guys can take it from here.
Oh, this leads into the larger cave?
Other way around. Map west. This would be larger cave this way. Yeah.
Got it. Then yeah, I think we want to get some fires going like here. Oh, it's so small. Here, here, and here.
Okay. And the idea is you're just going to fan all the smoke down into the cave. That's accurate?
I was thinking of getting like a big leaf or some kind of branch or something like that. And then I remembered we have the best equipment when it comes to billowing smoke.
Yes.
Bagpipes.
We have the Cape of Billowing.
That's true. You do all have cloaks of billowing.
Incredible.
the
You
cloaks
all
of
have
billowing.
them. That's
We
wonderful.
They all got them when they went on this trip.
Love that.
So we can take those off and just like kind of use that to take shifts.
Do we even need to move our arms?
I don't
Just
know.
hold them out and then just.
I
Yeah.
think Nora takes off her tracksuit, like jacket, and like starts waving it just so she doesn't feel left out. Just wants to feel like she's helping.
Guys, we need to get Nora capable of billowing.
All right.
Thank you.
So, you start doing some waves, and then you start hearing a little bit of commotion on the other side. You start hearing just like Sahuagin, like just whatever their language sounds like. Actually, Azov, you rolled on this before to see if you could kind of pick up on any of the things they were saying. So why don't you just roll me that again?
What do we do for that? Intelligence?
I think that's what we did, or was it history? I don't remember. I'll be fine. Like, whatever roll makes sense to you, I'm fine with.
Let's see how I did in school.
Oh!
Nice.
I was locked in that day.
Okay, Azov, you are locked in, and there's a lot of chaos that you can't quite pick out the details of coming down the tunnel.
You're swearing.
Yeah, a lot of Sahuagin F-bombs. But you will hear like two voices slowly getting closer, just being like, "You go check. I don't want to do it. You go. You go. You go," is like the phrase you keep hearing. And eventually you just hear like the Sahuagin sounds of pain. You hear like ow, 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 and then kind of through the smoke emerge those two Sahuagin who were like suspicious of the noise last time, and they see you guys there. And we're going to go into an initiative roll. And they did just walk through your fire, so they are hurt.
I was like, they were untouched?
No, they
Like,
walked
I was
through
like,
ow, 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 and then they got to the other end of the
Cold.
smoke and looked up and went, oh no. So let me roll some fire damage for them real quick. And then yeah.
Can't roll initiative worth shit.
And through all of this, like I said, you're hearing just like you're hearing splashing and complete chaos like happening in the actual cavern further on too. It seems like these two maybe just drew the short straw that had to go the other way,
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. What is this? It's a flat roll. Okay. Boom. Okay, that's these guys. All right, so Bo's got a 9. All right, Nor's ready to go.
Got that tracksuit all zipped up, ready to go, right up tight.
Or
Henry, where are you? You got a 10.
how much HP do you have?
Me?
Oh yeah, if you want to adjust
Uh,
if you want to fill stuff in on your token, you
Yeah.
can, Emma.
Oh my god.
Yep.
If only. If only I was that high up already. Tony gave me like 4 feats I could use. That would have been great.
If you wanna, you can double click on your token, Emma, and put that info in, and then the other
Yep.
folks will be able to see, the health bars too. 2, 3. Oh, and then I need to bring Narcisse out. There we go. All right, Narcisse also got a 10. Sid, what's your mod?
3.
Okay, so you're gonna go before her.
Did they beat my 15?
They got a 16.
Bitches.
Yeah.
So sad.
Alrighty. Let me get some battle music going, and then we're gonna get it going here.
Would it be alright if we did a bio break right before we jump in? If not, I can just run while we start.
Just based on kind of what's outlined, I would say let's do it after this battle.
Okay.
I think it'll
Okay.
just work. It'll shake out a little bit better if we do it that way.
Okay.
All right, give me one moment. Let's get the music. Okay. And Emma, Nora's up first. She's just raring to go as these two,
God.
so who can break
Ready
through.
to go. Not even ready to do that. All right, cool. So Nor is going to move forward. right up close to the first one as I get my shit together, because naturally it always happens that way where you're not ready and then it's your turn, right? We
Yeah.
all love that. But as Nora's moving up, going to cut. They both took fire damage, right?
They did. Yep. They're looking a little crispy.
Both of them. Crispy. I cannot seem to grab my token, and that makes me sad.
Oh, I know why. I'll fix that. It's because I put
okay.
your token in here before you were in. Give me 1 second.
That would do it,
Where are you? There
but-
you are. Okay, now you can.
All right, sweet, thank you. Nora's gonna run up. Boo, 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 boo. As she's running up, she is pulling out the scimitar and just gonna go for one official first strike, hoping for that best. Oh, we're gonna roll on that.
Fuck up, Nor.
You know, hopefully. What do I get to that? My scimitar is a +5. Fingers crossed, guys.
If you don't have the charger feat, at some point leveling up, that would be so perfect for a runner.
Ah, right?
True.
The back and forth of, oh shit.
Oh, definitely.
All
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, starting out early. You wonder why you keep me round. All right. That is going to be 1d6.
Not a champion
That's
fighter,
three.
are you?
Alas, no. So a solid 5 points of damage to our first fish Sahuagin,
Nice.
right next to us.
Nice.
And that's all I got this first time around.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you are right there, so they're gonna both try to poke back at you.
Oh god.
Yeah, that sounds entirely correct.
Yep.
Guys, it was great knowing Nor.
And that's why we pay half.
Avenge me!
All right. And I got a 16 and a 10. Was the 16 hit you?
Neither of them hit. Armor
Hey!
class 17 with my
Whoa.
shield up.
Nice.
All right, they both try to scrape at you, and they both fail. So we move on to Azov.
Azov sees the ducking and diving and blocking. He's like, all right, we may actually have made a good investment. Huzzah! And he's going to run up and he's going to stab the one closest to him with his Abyss Trident. But it doesn't look good.
Yeah, and 8's gonna
Doesn't-
miss.
Oh man, it was max damage too. Yeah, I don't got anything for that.
Listen.
I'm gonna hold on to. Well, I don't know how today's gonna go, so I'm gonna hold off on summoning Hex or my tentacle for now. So I'll just end it there.
Okay. Henry, you're up.
I'm gonna take like 2 steps back actually, because forget about that. But I'm gonna have the 2 daggers manifest in my hand, and we're gonna throw. And I'm aiming at the one that's already been hurt.
Okay. Technically, they both have, but you mean the one that Nora attacked?
The one that Nora attacked, yeah. So first.
That's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a miss.
It's fine. So it is gonna be 1d6 plus sneak attack plus that. 15.
Nice.
You want to tell me how you do that? How you take it down?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just want one of those like it's like the art has its like jaw open, like North strikes it and it like turns like mouth opening to like screech or whatever, and one of goes like shooting into its mouth before like shattering and vanishing.
Alrighty. Let me see something. Cool. Great. So now we go to Narcissus' turn, and I'm gonna tell you what. Bo, why don't you take your turn first while I figure out what she's gonna do? Because it's just gonna be like a
Okay.
support thing, so we won't need to worry about it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I think he's gonna use his short stature to kind of creep behind and get here, so he can get a added D4 and do some little combat tactics. Emma, just in case you don't know, when we flank, we add a D4. That's our little house rule.
That's our house rule.
Hells yeah.
So Bo's gonna go ahead and do that with his +1 maul, and he's gonna do so at advantage because he is going to twist fate.
Okay. Ooh.
Bless.
All right, definitely a hit.
All right.
Yow.
All right.
14.
That's a total of 14.
Okay, you deal 14, and this thing's looking pretty weak. Let's see if Nor will probably be able to finish it off. For her turn, Richard, Narcisse actually knowing, like having, feeling that you were about to charge in, she's gonna cast Sanctuary on you. So you are sanctuaried.
I've been sanctioned.
So that's her. That's one of her spells out. Okay, and now Nor, we go to you, and you've got you're flanking this other Sahuagin. Let's see what happens.
Oh, cool. And then it's the +4 to it too, right?
A D4. Yeah.
Yep, +1 D4.
Yeah.
So yep, seeing the first one fall out from underneath, in front of Nor. Nor's just gonna reel back, try it again, switch over to the next one. So that's going to be +1 D4. Fingers crossed. A 25.
Oh yeah, totally a hit.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. It's another D6 +3. Will it do it? 7 points of damage?
That will be enough if you want to describe to me how you finish this one off.
I think it's good and simple. Like, Nor notices that Bo is just snuck up right behind, kind of gives that little tip of the head and just gets that last one in there. Easy peasy, y'all.
Bo's gonna go up for a high five.
Hey!
As you...
How tall is Bo?
4 feet tall.
Curious. Incredible. Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
As you are celebrating,
Yeah.
you all do hear another sound coming from that other side of the smoke. You hear just sort of like a kind of sound, and also crashing through the smoke, you may have imagined this would happen, is one of the big boys.
I don't know what that is!
And it's gonna run right in, and it is just going to, Bo, as you're giving your high five, this thing, it's like high five, and then like out of the smoke behind you, this thing comes in, and it is just going to, actually, it's gonna go for you and Nor, I think, because you're close by. Yeah, just out of the smoke, just this thing bursts through, just two
I'm glad I did not attack recklessly.
attacks coming in. So
Awful. Thanks.
that is a crit. Oh, you're sanctuaried. It needs to roll first for you.
Yep.
Let me roll for Nor's real quick.
I was supposed to say we've just lost one. That's great.
Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay.
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, sorry. Is it okay if I record to say that I raged? I totally forgot to say, but he does it every time. Like,
yeah.
that's absolutely what he would've done.
That's fine. I know you would have.
Okay.
This thing only rolled a 12 against Nor, so Nor's good. Let me roll the sanctuary. Wisdom save of 14 for this thing. Let's see here.
Yeah, especially since I added my rage damage.
They're not
Yes.
smart, so I say that, and it got a nat 20.
You gotta.
Got a nat 20 on its nat 20. Fine, alright, I meant to take the damage. Give it to me.
Yeah.
My God.
Give it to me, I can take it!
It's dumb, but it rolled a nat 20.
Oh God.
It must hate you.
Yeah, sorry, man.
How dare you high five in my presence?
Jerry!
It's a good thing you're raging, because this is gonna hurt. Actually, all right, it didn't roll too bad. You're gonna take half damage, so you take 9 slashing as the claw
I can
just
handle
comes
that.
through and gets at you.
Ow! I've had worse.
All right, Azov, this other. Oh, let me roll some burn damage for it too. But
I was going to say, excuse me, teacher. Did they take burn damage?
yeah, let me roll for that too. It definitely is
Okay.
burning. So let me just get that real quick. And it's technically still kind of in it, so it's gonna take it next round too.
I'm just gonna shout back, the crab hit harder!
Oh God.
You
What's
did
happening?
almost
Oh,
get
just
destroyed by that crab, huh?
I did. Just totally got knocked on my ass by that crab.
All right, yeah, this thing it took burn damage and it's still like standing in it, so it is it's gonna keep taking the damage because it's
pine tar between the toes.
yeah, basically yeah, because it's big, it can't actually get out of the fire. All right, Azov, on to you.
You said it wasn't wise?
It's not smart.
No.
No,
Well, smart and wise are two different things.
true. It's neither.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Azov's eyes roll back and a black darkness kind of takes over. And he begins to speak using the language of the fathomless in a command-like sense. And he's going to point back towards the other side of the flames and say, "Go." And yeah, he's gonna command it to go back the way it came, so it has to go through the fire again. And if he wants to come back, he's got to go through the fire a third time.
Okay. What save is that? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I got to do the mod. 10.
That is a fail.
Okay. So the big guy's just
So-
like, sorry, you go.
This is flee, I think, functionally.
Mhm.
The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means. So, back.
Mm-hmm.
Back through the fire.
Yep.
Back through the fire.
Okay. It will have to do that on its turn.
Yes.
But your command, like, you all can still keep poking at it. Like, it's not a charm. Like, you can still hurt it, and it will still have to flee.
It also, as far as I know, it does not disengage. So it just...
Right, it's about to take hits and then attack ops.
It's like
Yeah.
dissonant whispers, but like
Yep.
command.
Very
Yep.
simple. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's my
okay.
turn.
Yeah, well done. All right, Henry.
Nice.
This big thing came in, swiped at Bo, got real mad, and then Azov yelled at it, and it kind of went, okay. So that's what's going
You
on.
don't hurt the boy.
I want to throw the daggers, but because I know that I need to like bop it on the nose, I want to aim them specifically for its nose.
Okay.
Just for funsies. Nice.
Yeah, you hit the nose.
Sorry, I usually copy paste that, so I gotta type it twice.
No worries.
Bitch.
The second one misses.
Okay, still get sneak attack on it.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very good damage.
Yeah.
You hit it right in the nose, and
That's
it's looking like a kid who just got picked on at school that's gonna run away into the bathrooms. Azov yelled at it. You nailed it in the face, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, go
Don't
away.
make me try
Shoo.
and feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Looks like it's taking some emotional damage.
Get out of here. That's it.
Great. Bo, I'll go to you again while I figure out the dame's turn.
Okay. He's gonna swing at it, and I think in a panic, he's gonna swing recklessly.
Okay.
There's no real flanking with this thing, is there?
No, it's too big.
Yeah, understandable.
The 15 will. Oh wait, what's Yes, since you're at advantage, 15 you hit.
Alrighty, 12 bludgeoning damage. I try to like hit it right in the knee.
All right,
Cool.
yeah, that's a good bop.
I'm not going to be an adventurer anymore.
Narcisse will actually chuck one of her javelins at it. So let me just do that real quick. She hits. And she will deal 6 piercing damage. So that was her turn. That was her, and then Bo. Anything else for you, Richard?
No. Rageous is only bonus action.
All right, we go back around to Nor.
All right, you know, second time, try it again. This time, like that flavor, you know, trying to hit the gills this time, get that kind of like side swipe going in. The practice what I preach.
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh goddamn!
Crits all around
the
tonight, apparently.
There's absolute luck. You guys just double the dice here.
Yes.
All right,
I
cool.
think that's all we've been
So
doing.
that is
Value
going to
for
be
1 plus an additional, I think, is what we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we were doing that. Yeah.
yeah. So
One-
this would just be
one-
2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Cool.
just consider
Bam.
one already a 6. So
All right, cool.
so it'll be we'll call it 13.
All right, sweet. Going for that left side gill. You know, taking a boop to the nose. Get that little gill right over there. Hope for the best.
Great. It's gonna start. It's been
Pull
commanded,
back.
so now it starts running away through the fire. And Bo, Nor, Azov, you all get opportunity attacks as it is running.
I
back
don't
there.
think I'm close enough for it. I don't have reach.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay, Bo and Nor, you both get opportunity attacks.
Alright, cool.
Bo definitely hits it.
Right in
man.
the butt.
In the butt.
I want to bang his
That would
butt.
probably miss. That would
Yeah,
probably miss.
Nor misses, but Bo, you just spank it, and it just goes down, and it just face plants on the grease fire, and then it just for a moment, and then it just becomes. The name of the operation is Operation Smoke Sahuagin, and you definitely just made one.
That's gonna smell. That's
Is it
not
just
gonna smell good.
And it is at that point that you guys receive your, or Henry would receive her telepathy from 8-9, saying that they've made it out to the beach. We're going to begin firing from out here, and we'll take a buyer break there, and then you guys can head out to the beach to continue whatever the conflict
Will
is
it
going to
be-
be.
Will it be less than 10 minutes for us to get out there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
Like your rage is
I'm just
definitely
gonna-
still on. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep on using bonus actions to keep my rage up then.
Yeah, your rage is definitely still on. When we get to that map, you will see like the proximity of like where the cave is to the ledge and everything. So you'll see that like you're good. Okay. Let me put up the break screen, and all right, we'll take our break. BRB.
Hells yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Wait, are we the baddies?
all right, you're back. Emma mentioned Saving Private Ryan. I mean, you guys tell me. But as you exit the cave,
Shut up.
I've put you guys right at the exit to the cave, and as you emerge, this is the scene.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, when you emerge, you see that some of them are already dead, pierced with a bunch of arrows from 8-9's vantage point up top. And some of the others, I marked them with the nets, are caught in your traps.
Yeah, Bo's gonna not be out front lines at first.
Yes, thank you, Ryan. It's like almost a perfect match for that other image, right?
You nailed it.
I saw it. I was like, well, that's got to be it. Like it's too perfect. Like I said, it almost feels like it was made by the same person because it's so close.
I want to send a text to 8-9
Uh-huh.
and just be like, you didn't say that there was 50 fucking San Juan out here. You said that some of them were showing up.
We all saw them in the cave. We know how many there are.
You know how many were coming up the tunnel?
That's true. No, but you poked through and you saw like their whole kind of domain.
Oh yeah, like I knew the numbers. I did not realize how
Yeah.
many would actually decide to come this way.
Yep. So, let's do some new initiative orders as you guys emerge. 8-9 and his archers are essentially going to be a top of the round lair action in your guys' favor, and I've already pre-rolled
Yes.
I've already pre-rolled on
Pretty
that.
good.
So there's just going to be a rain of arrows after every round.
My God.
That's a really good idea,
Lord, please.
actually. 12. Nice. Can't do anything fast.
I think Azov's getting some fishy war
Oh.
PTSD flashbacks right now.
I was going to say he might be. This is probably a little freaky. All right, so 8-9
Yeah,
is going to be the top.
yeah.
Nor again with the big
You
rolls.
have that like
Bo and Henry.
that audio filter of just like tinnitus as you flash back. Yeah.
Alright, as of there. Alright, let me just do, I'll do Narcissus. 11 for her. Which is going to put her right after Henry. Alright. And then finally, let me roll for the, oh, come on. Roll 20's being real weird tonight. I'm like trying to like drag windows and it's like, it's being weird like when I try to click on things. So apologies
It's been weird for a
some of
bit.
that sluggishness. I don't know. Alright, and then for the Sahuagin. Alright, the Sahuagin are going to move as a unit. There we go. Okay, but first, like I said, the top of the round is going to be 8-9's archers. And is it... Well, you guys decide now, and then Henry could, I guess, relay the command. Or we could have said it happened before, where they would have just been firing at the crowd as they emerge. But now that we're in this situation, is it going to be like a just pick them off? Is it going to be focus on the big guys? What do you want the archers to be focusing on?
I think focus on the big guys, like just from action economy. Like the more you target the single person, the better.
Okay. Cool.
Fair.
Great. So like I said, I've already pre-rolled a lot of these, which is helpful. So the big one that is nearest you, the shark giant that is also caught in one of your traps, is going to as you emerge, you see this sight, and it obviously looks extremely terrifying and intimidating. And then the big giant in front of you is going to take 46 piercing damage.
Oh.
As 10 archers plus 8-9, so 11 archers just all loose at once, and the big guy in the trap just, and he's not dead, but he's real hurt.
Great.
And that is
great
going to be,
investment, everyone.
and that is going to be the top of every round.
I'm not mad about all the
Alright.
gold we spent, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, and Nor, this is the situation you see, and you are. That is a great gif. Yeah, that is essentially what happens.
All right. Well, God, I'm just seeing it. All right. Well, the scimitar's still out, but Nor's going to move just a scooch. Doesn't feel like necessarily running up, so about the full 30 to about about here. And then you see her just kind of quickly, like, kind of tap the back of her shield. You can't see what, but then from that is going to produce a kind of sacred flame and huck it at our big guy right over here. So that is going to be a dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
Okay, for the big guy in the trap.
Correct. Yes, please.
Okay. It's gonna be a disadvantage because he's in the trap. Okay, he rolled an 8.
8, so he gets 1d8 of damage. So one little point of damage, but you know, we're chipping away.
All right. He's and he's pissed, but he doesn't really know what hit him. So for now, he's just mad and caught in a trap. Bo.
Mosquito.
Bo is definitely feeling scared by all these people approaching. He does see that there's a huge volley of arrows going against the big guy, so he's going to look at the next closest guy. He's going to take a step back into the cave, but then he's going to cast his chaotic ray towards this one over here.
Okay. Definitely a hit.
I don't know. It was not meant to be at advantage.
We'll take the 20.
But in any case, and it's not supposed to have rage on it either. So it's gonna roll a d4, and it's either going to be 4 fire or 6 cold, or that plus 2 more. We'll see. 1. So that is the worst that could have been. That is 4 fire damage.
Yeah, buddy.
You guys really
So
are
that
just
guy.
roasting all these things tonight. You're making fires. You're using sacred flame. And it literally-
Operation Smoke Sahuagin is underway.
Arson is the answer. Always.
So that's pretty much all he can do right now. So that's
Okay.
his thing.
Henry.
Dude in the net. I do not have advantage against him at all, do I?
It depends on what you're.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at him because that's all I got,
yeah,
buddy.
no, it wouldn't be anything extra.
Okay.
But
Okay, so
Still.
I don't get any sneak attack. Okay. So, she just kind of takes a deep, slow breath, very calming, very like, okay, here we go, we're focusing. And we're going to go ahead and see if I can reach that guy right there. Yes, I can. I'm throwing a dagger at him. Oop, nope, not like that though. And then we're gonna throw another dagger at him.
that's a hit.
And that one is only a D4 because that is my bonus action. It's a 5.
Okay, you deal 5. Dude in the
Sick.
trap is like he's filled with arrows. He's been hit with psychic knives. He's been hit with sacred flame. He's not down, but he's just like bleeding out and looking real weak.
And I like to the left, like in the direction that Nor went. Like, is it just like an expanse of beach?
To your yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, so if I needed to run, I could run that way and be mostly fine.
That would yeah. That's your route back to town if you're just trying
Right.
to eat out of here.
In that case, Nor, sorry, sweet, I'm gonna like shadow you a little bit. I'm not using you as a human shield, I promise. I promise. That's it.
All right. Bo,
Something
sensing
tells
that
me I'm a human shield.
No, not at all.
no half orc shield. Only half of you is
Absolutely,
the shield.
Big.
No. Sensing that you're, a little freaked out by all this, Bo, Dame Narcisse is gonna cast on you a little heroism.
All right, I'll take it.
So that's gonna apply to you.
Nice.
You're immune to being frightened, which may not apply here, but you are going to get temporary hit points at the start of each of your turn. Oops.
Nice.
Sorry, I accidentally showed you everybody. You all can close that out. You all have her sheet, so it's fine. But I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. But Bo, you're gonna get 3 temp HP at the start of each of your turns.
Nice.
That's what she gets. Okay. And now it's the turn for all these guys. And, well, I think we know where they're all headed. I just need to double check on some speed on them.
I know her.
Oh.
Avenge me.
Oh. Let's see.
Tandem, it'll be okay.
Okay, 20. Okay, so it's 30
Actually,
for all
probably
those.
so cool with sand in their eyes.
Yeah. All right. So, just to make it easier on myself, I'm gonna say no one escapes from their trap, except for the biggest guy. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna die today.
Oh, he'll have to go there. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Luckily, these guys have a ways to go before they actually get there. Boom. And then these two are gonna move. Okay. They have all started swimming, but big guy does break out of his chain and start moving forward. But he doesn't get very far, given that he was just in a trap. But that's as far forward as he gets. Azov, we go to you.
How's this big guy looking?
Very, very weak.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Azov is definitely taken back to his time on the front lines of the Great Barrier War, but he can't think about that right now as he charges forward, and he is going to take a stab at him. That looks like a natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
He runs and leaps. He does the full the Troy move. Remember that? The like.
Oh yeah, the jumping down in the neck.
Yeah, exactly. And it does like, I imagine it's charging and Azov's charging. It does the dramatic like slide skid into the sand.
Nice.
Yeah, you take it down.
Yeah, and he'll kind of look over towards the other ones as like a intimidation, and as a bonus action, I think I will have him summon the Fathomless Reach.
Okay.
The Abyssal Tentacle.
Cool. Yeah, I forgot to put that on this map, but I'll grab it for you now.
Tentacle of the Deep, within 60 feet. So I'm going to put him right here when you get the chance. Perfect.
All right, let me put it under your control.
And
all
when it, assuming that it hits for 11 to hit.
I need a double check. I think that's gonna be a miss. Yes, that's gonna just barely miss this Sahuagin.
And then I guess the water just kind of snakes up from the ocean and it makes a warning shot. It is unable to hit. But Azov is gonna kind of take a step back and brace himself for the coming storm.
Okay. Well, that storm's going to be a little lessened because 8-9's going to split his fire with his team, and 2 more of these little Sahuagin are going to be taken out.
All right.
And now we go to Nor.
It's time. All right, seeing all of this that just went down, and also that there's now a fascinating tentacle here, Nor is going to. Oh man. I think Nor's going to step up just a little bit closer. Does not want to immediately just get right in the shit of things, and is going to go for one of our other big guys right over here. Big guy to the left. I don't know why I can't ping him exactly, but that's going to be just another hucking another sacred flame at that. So if you could give me another DC 12 dex check.
Okay. I can close one window because all the giants are dead now. Okay, DC 12 dex check. Let's see
Yes,
what we
please and
got.
thank you.
17.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay.
A little disappointed, but, you know, kind of gonna shake it off, kind of bounce up and down a little bit.
Oh. All
See
right.
where this goes.
Yeah. All right, Heroic Bow, you now have 3 temp HP at the start of this
All
turn.
right, bolstered by a big sense of heroism, in addition to seeing Azov do that boss move, he's bolstered to go forward 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's gonna look for the nearest big bad, and so he sees this guy. He's gonna throw another chaotic ray at him. Alright, so really hoping for a 4 here for some max damage on the cold. So let's go D4 to see. 2. Okay, still 7 cold damage, plus it's reduced by 10 feet, as it's either a firebolt or a what's it called? Not a chill touch. What's the frost?
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost, yeah. So Ray of Frost hits it for 7 cold damage and reduces its speed by 7. Or sorry, by 10.
Guy,
Are you supposed to have advantage?
Oh, sorry, that was a 10. God, I keep on forgetting to take my advantage off. So a 10 probably won't hit it.
No, it will not, unfortunately.
Well, then he shoots one off, feeling all brave, and nothing happens. So he ignites his rage, ready to go into battle on the next turn.
Okay, Henry, what about you?
Dagger. I guess. Son of a bitch.
For
Oh, sorry. Same big guy.
I'm pretty sure the 14's gonna hit. Let me double check. Yeah, 14's gonna hit big guy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
6.
And I'm gonna take like a couple more steps to the side.
What the hell happened to my chaotic ray description? It is not right at all.
It's weird that it's like for description only. Don't use this.
That's a me.
Wahoo!
Well, the description is just completely wrong too. I customized it, but now it says something completely different.
Weird. I mean, you know how it works. You've told
Yep.
me, so it's all good. All right, Dame Narcisse is gonna run forward with her sword and shield out. Just let's do this. She's gonna run forward, ready to go. And let me just check something here. Is this the one I want? I need to just check if that's a con. Okay, it is. Yeah, she's just gonna run forward with her weapons drawn, and she's going to ready her attacks if something gets close. And some stuff will start getting closer. All right. And by the way, for Nor and Henry, these big guys, they kind of like leap and land. They don't like run forward so much.
Hey.
Just want to because I want to make it freakier.
Oh.
All right. I may have just moved the same one twice. My mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. No, we'll put them there. I don't want to overlap. Okay. So yeah, the crowd keeps rushing forward, and I just need to double check something real quick here, see if the king is in range to do some of his stuff. He's currently not.
Good.
Stay back.
All right, as of.
Let's give him the forecast. It's raining dead bodies. Let's see. He's off. It's the best spot. Nor, how you doing over there? You got those guys?
We'll find.
That seems confident enough to me.
Nor needs a raise.
Azov's gonna charge to here. And he's gonna take a strike at this guy right here.
Alrighty.
Oh Lord, they coming indeed.
10 is not going to be enough. They're a little more
Well-
wily, the little ones.
Yeah, I'll try bonus
you
attack.
you are flanking with your... Oh, do you already add that? I was going to say, you are flanking with your tentacle. Which I think...
I thought we said tentacle doesn't
Oh,
get
you're right,
flanking.
it doesn't, yeah.
This one's a really wily one. I can't hit it.
Yeah. All right.
That's me.
Okay. We're at the top of the round. 8-9's gonna... seeing the two big guys rush Nor, that's where he's gonna train the arrows of the group. So we've got 25 piercing damage.
Woof.
Gonna pelt the guy on the left, and he actually like kind of like almost like goes down on a knee, like he's almost taken out by that. And Nor, you got one really healthy one and one really weak limp one in front of you now.
Right. Well, you know, we're just gonna scouch on in right over here. About ready. Let's get down to business. And then gonna take that good old swipe from my trusty scimitar. Kind of hoping to get up, maybe swipe underneath as they go jumping and bounding. 16?
Yeah, that should be a hit.
All right,
Yeah.
that'll hit. So gonna come in with a whopping 5 points of damage.
Okay. Well, good news. It only had 4 left.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, so I get that kind of like swipe right up over. I think it's timed right as, oh my God, Ryan fireworks.
That's how impressed I am.
Right as they kind of bound up, ready to go again. I get that swipe in right across the belly, and then they just fall to the feet and say, "Well, that worked out."
All right. Anything else
that'll
on
be
your
it.
turn? Okay, Bo.
No.
Bo sees this one down here that could potentially come up and
Yeah, he's kind of like flanking around the corpse
Azov,
of the
yeah.
big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bo's gonna climb up on this corpse here and kind of go back to back with Azov, and then position himself, and he's gonna attack this guy
Cool.
recklessly. There we
Yeah,
go.
definitely a hit.
8 damage.
8 damage. That's a solid hit to that Sahuagin. Is that all for you, Bo?
That's all he can do. Yeah.
All right, Henry.
I'm gonna fire at that guy.
Okay.
Okay. Son of a bitch. I need to refresh my freaking thing.
The
Great.
second one's
Oh, great.
definitely a hit.
Hey, you! Dickhead, come this way! Oh, God.
Well, you hit it, and you deal that damage.
And I yell that fierce, fierce battle cry.
Azov, your crush walks up beside you, and takes 2 attacks with her longsword. And she has shield out, so these will be 2 one-handed attacks. All right, so we're gonna.
Narcisse, I knew you cared.
So that's 1 hit for 8 slashing, and it is going to. So Bo, you've got a Sahuagin facing you. Henry, you've got one at you. This one is going to start climbing over the corpse of its brother to attack Nor.
I ground.
That one's coming up.
Ah, here it comes.
No, not that way. No, I wasn't Okay. Okay. Okay.
Azov's got an attack coming to him. And then the king might be moving after these attacks. So, let's see. So we got 1 for Bo, 1 for Azov, 1 for Narcisse, and 1 for Nor is what's happening here. So, Bo, you're first. Is a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay.
Thanks to my half plate.
All right, Azov, you're not going to get hit with a 6. Narcisse is not going to get hit with a 10. And Nor, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
All right.
You get it. You get it. I got one on you.
Yep. Okay.
I like that Nor's art though is just this is fine. Like just in the face. She's totally fucking fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, sorry guys. Give me 1 second. I think my roommate's locked out. Give me 1 second to go get the door for him.
Give me 1 second. I gotta wreck this girl. Destroy her.
I'm on the first floor, so this will be real
Or
quick. Sorry.
Oh, that's good.
A 5?
God.
Work. How? Oh, it's just right there. Okay. Sure.
There's so much medieval art of people getting stabbed and them having like no reaction to it.
Really
Like,
passive, like, welp, okay. That was my
Like, dude.
brainstem.
my day is ruined.
I'm a big fan of the ones just like literally just shrugging. They're just like, what are you gonna do?
Oh well.
That
It's
just
a
happened.
living.
Mondays, am I right? Dex plus PB. What does that mean?
All right. Sorry, that was a can you open the door when I get back, not a can you open the door right here.
Nah.
Oh, okay. No, apparently he is outside. Sorry.
Somehow between a very awkwardly long heads up and not at all.
Uh-huh. Like holding open the door when somebody's like on the other side of the room and you're just waiting patiently.
I have a long hallway to get out of my building, and the amount of people that will just like see you from down the hallway and they'll be like,
No!
waiting for you just to go in. And I'm like, just
Do I
close
run?
it, please. Gotta get that like little kind of like little pep in the step.
Uh-huh. Speed it up just a little.
Yeah.
Feeling gang, are we doing good?
We're great. We're great.
Not.
All right. Sorry about that. So where were we? Oh yes, Nora getting a crit. Do half-orcs have anything related to poison?
Disease, so no.
Okay. All right. So, then I'll just roll it all as 1.
Love this for me.
Oh, actually, I need to add one more. I need to add more to that. Because
one more dice.
Because it was a crit. Okay. Well, Nora, this is gonna hurt. Because of the... Oh, I need to take... Okay. It is going to be 24 total damage to you. And that's roughly half bludgeoning, half piercing. Or, excuse me, half bludgeoning, half poison. It's a big ol' hit.
That's cool. That's
nearly
cool.
dead.
Nearly dead, doing fine. Nor it takes just that. What did it hit me with?
It has a... actually, it bit you.
It bit me? Oh,
Yeah, actually,
God.
it
I think
specifically
Nord was just, like,
bit you.
trying to get the shield in.
Yeah.
I just kind of down.
It climbed over its buddy and was just like chomp.
Nope.
Actually, it probably didn't climb over. It probably just jumped right on top of its buddy and bit you.
Just face first, diving into it.
Time to use your running powers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Here comes... There's a few of you gathered up, kind of in a bunch over here. And the king sees that. And he's going to walk up and kind of like push two of his subjects aside like this so they're not in it. And then he's just going to... it's almost like a scream. Just like this... Similar actually to your command, Azov. It's going to be similar to that, except like in their tongue. Just... And I need all of you to please make... It's actually going to be... It should be a wisdom save. It's a wisdom for command, right? I just want to make sure I do the right... Yeah, so it's going to be a wisdom save in this case.
Mass command, damn.
Uh-oh.
It's like kind of a cone of command.
Oh boy.
If you will.
For everybody?
Yeah, does that occur to Nor and Henry?
I'm sorry. For this group over here, so Bo, Azov, and Narcisse.
I was like, what the shit kind of... What is that?
That shouldn't be an advantage, but that's okay.
Wisdom saving throw, eh?
Oh, I'm still real concerned.
Well, guys, it's been good knowing you.
I believe in you.
Come on.
That should be the 6. It wasn't meant to be an advantage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it is an advantage.
Raging.
No, I have gnome powers, because...
Oh.
Magic cunning.
Yep, magic cunning. That is an advantage. I do get the 17.
You are all... You can't, like, understand the word because you don't speak the language. Actually, you know, Azov, do you want me to roll another language? Why don't you roll another language thing just so you maybe know what was being screamed at you? You all saved.
Sure, I might as well.
You all saved, for the record. No one's going to get... So you understand that he just, like, yelled the word stop, kind of. Just, like, cease, like, stop in your tracks kind of thing. And you all saved, so none of you are paralyzed. Congrats.
Wow, cool.
All right. Azov, it's your turn. You all just kind of like felt rattled. You felt this thing in your brain telling you to like just stop what you're doing immediately, but you all fight through it. And Azov, you're up, and this king and some of his subjects are right in your face.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that. So
I wouldn't think so.
Let's not do that. 15-foot cube. I think I can tag all 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Yep.
Azov's going to slam his trident into his great sea turtle shell, and with that, he is going to cast Thunder Wave, and hopefully send everyone tumbling back.
Okay. Is it con saves?
It is a con save.
Okay. So 4 con saves for the regular dudes, and then 1 for the king. All right. I have a 14, another 14, an 18, and another 14.
They all pass.
That's the Sahuagin. And the king...
Control one.
I think
The
there's
king
only
got-
3 Sahuagin there.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
I
One's
think
dead.
this one's...
Your one's... Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they were all passed either way. The king fails. He got a 7.
Nice.
Well, the king takes 7 thunder damage. The rest take half. And the king is flung back 10 feet away from me, back into the water.
He rolled up. He was like, "Stop!" And you were like, "No, you stop."
Like, counterpoint, no.
He's like thrown back. Like the thing that catches him as he's thrown back is the body of that other alpha. Like he just thuds back against it. And as he is lying there against it, is when the archery team unleashes another thing. And the king, while he's down there impaled, also takes, not impaled, well, he's about to be, takes 21 piercing damage from another rain of arrows on top of what you just did to him.
Thanks for looking out, 8-9.
Huge no you.
All right, Nor, you're pretty hurt. You got this guy in front of you, and you got another one on you,
Big
actually.
guy looking. Yeah, how's big guy looking?
He has not been hit very much. He's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Knowing full goddamn well that there's another one right up on top of me, I think Nor just kind of takes that moment, gets ready, squares up with this big boy, gonna try and take another swipe at it, and then, so it is an 18.
Definitely a hit.
So, Nora is going to do that, and I'm also going to dump a smite into this and see how it fucking goes.
There it is.
So that
There's the pally.
is do. There it is. There it is. That is another 2d8, I believe, because it's just because it is just a first level spell slot, so plus 2d8. Blammo. Let's see what we get. 18.
That's
18
really
points of damage
good.
on this guy.
That's really good.
So-
You essentially took half of what he had left with that.
So yeah, gripping that kind of bite mark, kind of goes up, and then shakes it off. Swipe. Let's see, and just off of that little extra damage goes for it.
Wow. All right. He's pissed, but you got a real good hit on him. And Bo is up.
All right. I mean, there's so many that need to get hurt, but Bo's already engaged with one, so he's gonna do what he can to finish it off. He's gonna attack recklessly. All right, 14 bludgeoning.
This guy had 14 left.
Cool.
You just
Boom.
bludgeon him right out of the game there.
All right, and with that, he is. Gosh, he doesn't want to get surrounded himself, but he's gonna at least move here for right now. And that's it.
Okay, Henry, they're coming.
We're gonna throw a dagger at him.
You hit.
Okay. 12 against him.
12 is actually gonna be a hit. Oh, that's 12
Okay,
damage.
he's-
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
Well, 12 would also hit him, for the record.
sure.
Okay, he's not down, but he's real close.
Okay. I'll throw another one at him. Fuck me running.
Yeah, you miss.
Yeah, I missed. And we're gonna I'm gonna.
Bitch, run.
Well,
Bitch, run.
I was thinking of running to here so I can make sure that those don't go after Nor too. If I do run,
Run back into the cave.
you're in it.
Hide the fire. Hide the corpses.
Just run over the fire. It'll be fine. No. We'll move. We'll stay on the other side of this guy, I guess. But I'm gonna move closer to him and hopefully get his attention.
Alrighty. Seeing the big hit that Nor took, seeing that bite, Narcisse is actually going to break away and run over to heal you. That is going to be an attack op from one of the little guys. So let me just get that going real quick. It's going to miss. She's going to run over to you, and she's going to heal you, Nor, for...
Bless.
Where's my cure wounds? There's my cure wounds. That's gonna be what? She doesn't have those. Yeah.
Cure wounds or lay on hands?
Lay on hands would only be 10 HP. Because it's Pally plus 5. Well,
It's 5 times Pally level.
oh, it's 5 times? I thought it was 5 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Oh
that
no,
makes,
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes more sense. All right, then she will do the lay on hands. So 25 HP then to you.
You get 50
Nor.
points.
My God, incredible! I don't even need that much. She can keep one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I read the X5 as a plus 5. My bad. Goes to show who hasn't played a Pally before. Okay, so you get I guess 24 then. She gets to save one.
Just that one. You never know when you need it.
Yeah. And all right. Bo, one of the Sahuagin, actually, this one's gonna come up. 2 are gonna go for you, Bo.
Okay.
One.
They have advantage on me because I did it recklessly.
King's gonna start moving. That guy's gonna start moving.
What are you, bitch? Oh God. Oh God.
Just. All right, so. We have 2 to Azov, excuse me, 2 to Bo, 1 to Azov, 1 to Narcisse. The big guy is pissed because you've been hitting him a bunch, Nor, so he's gonna try to hit you again. And then we got 2 going to Henry. So I'm gonna roll everyone but Henry first.
Is this a new one? You just missed this one?
What's up?
Is this a new one or is this a dead one?
He hasn't. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 3. He has not moved in a round or 2, just because I was not paying attention.
Yeah, he was up in the water because the
Cool.
dead big one is stacked underneath.
Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. That means I might have copy and pasted something. Hold on. Let me double check. I thought I was only supposed to have. There are 4 on this screen now. Hold on. I have an actual count of these, so let me make sure I'm not cheaping out here. No, okay, that is correct. There should be 4, so we are correct. There are 4 currently on the screen. All right, so 2 going to Bo. We got. Okay. I'm gonna hold on. I don't think those actually rolled. There's no way it would have done the same thing that many times in a row. Okay. Well, they're both gonna miss you, Bo, anyway, so don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
It seemed like the
Thank
page
you,
wasn't.
plate armor.
Yeah. Seemed like the page wasn't actually rolling there, so I just wanted to be sure. All right. Azov, 9's not gonna hit you.
No.
An 18, I believe, is going to hit Narcisse. No, she's got a 20 AC. She's good. Henry, we got a nat 20 and a 10,
Oh my-
which is gonna miss. The little guys don't hit all that hard.
Well, guess what, buddy? I got very little blood. It does not matter.
All right. 6. You're gonna get hit for 6 piercing. I told you it wasn't that bad. And Nor,
On the other hand, they bite.
what is your AC? What's your AC again?
17.
All right, it meets it beats it, correct? So also a 17.
Yep.
But it's not a
Okay,
crit.
okay.
It's not a crit. That's the
That's
important
right.
thing.
Not a crit.
All
It's
right.
not a crit.
Okay. So to this plus, because like I said, the poison and the piercing is more or less the same. Only 9 damage this time.
Okay. Cool. Doing great.
yeah.
Doing fine. Thank you.
All right, Azov, back to you.
Okay. How are these 3 looking in front of me?
The one below Bo has like barely been touched. Actually, both of the ones on Bo have barely been touched. The one in front of you is looking roughly half health, let's say.
Excuse me. Yeah, let's get this one right in front of me then. Or actually, Azov's going to do a hop and a skip,
Nice.
and he's going to position himself here, but he is still going to go after the one that he's been fighting, and try and do some goddamn melee damage. That looks like numbers.
Definitely a hit. Yeah.
That is 8 piercing damage and 3 cold damage.
Okay.
And then if it's still standing as a bonus action, it's going to take a whap from
Sure.
the tentacles of the deep.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. This was the one between you and Bo, or no?
This is the one right here above
Okay.
me.
I'm sorry. I did the damage to the wrong thing. Let me. So actually, the one up top you would finish off with that hit. Can you,
Okay, great.
And so if you want to whip the tentacle somewhere else, go for it.
I'm going to have the tentacle whip frickin' the king.
That's what I thought. You whip the king, and it like almost looks down at it like this note of like, "Are you kidding me?" And as it looks down at it, it looks back up, and at that moment, 8-9's group fires off more arrows. They saw you over here, Nor, getting kind of beat up, so they're splitting the fire, but they're gonna take out the big one, and they're gonna deal more piercing damage to the king, who at this point's looking pretty bad.
Guys, I'm digging the hirelings. I say we just bring him on the road with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Crown's
You
got
know,
to pay
you
for
got
him,
him
right?
You got him cheap. You got those guys
Very
cheap.
Very
Go.
cheap.
They got the great spot. They're just like, if I hit, I hit. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just gonna go.
I already pre-rolled like the save for half damage stuff, but essentially it's like 10d8 piercing just raining down every round.
That was my thought. I'm
Yep.
like,
Well, that's what you got. All right, Nor, the big one in front of you is finally dead, but there's still a few stragglers here.
stacked.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. My turn. So I am going to take a wee risk and run away from this one, accepting that I will probably have a attack of opportunity from that one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to hit me with that.
17 again. Just exact
Alright.
match.
That's fine.
For 4 piercing. Not much.
All right. Nope, not at all. Still doing okay. So then I'm going to take a swipe at this one right here and hope for the goddamn best. That
As we do.
as we do, as we always hope. Swipey swipey.
I'm gonna start deleting some of these
dirty
tokens
20.
just to clear up the screen, just so as we're narrowing
Yes.
it down, it doesn't get confusing.
yep.
There you go.
Got that dirty 20, which I assume
Oh,
at
and
this
big
point
guy.
hits
Oh,
for
for sure.
a total of 9 points to this little guy right here, but hoping to make my
Oh, thank you.
help out a little bit up top.
That's
Cool.
looking a lot better. I'm like, we made some good progress here, guys.
Yeah, let me. I was like, I need to clear this up. Sorry.
When you're only theater of the mining, the horrific carnage. It's a lot easier to take in.
Yeah.
Sure.
They just despawn.
Yeah.
I'll read the numbers when we're done with this, let you know exactly what you went through. Anything else for you, Emma?
No, that's it.
All
I
right.
don't have any bonus actions. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Bo, you're up.
All right. Bo is well positioned to attack one that he is flanking with Azov, so he's going to go ahead and do that. Reckless, of course. Looks
Definitely
like
a hit.
D4 won't be needed. 11 bludgeoning.
All right, 11 bludgeoning. It definitely could not take another one of those.
That's all he's got.
All right, Henry, you got 2 on you.
So, I am going to reach into my pocket and I am going to withdraw the alchemist pouch
Oh, I thought
that
you were
I
gonna do
picked
pocket
up
sand.
from. I feel like because they're sea critters that pocket sand wouldn't matter. They'd just be like, "Oh no, this happens all the time." Like I feel in my heart that it would work
They
out.
probably have like the extra eyelid kind of thing.
Yeah, like they just go like, "Ugh," and it'd be gone. But we did get alchemist pouch from the angry ginger that was overthrowing the crown. So, if I use that in a manner, it says here I can use it in a 5-foot cone, which hits both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're essentially letting off a firework in their face.
But it says Dex plus PB.
Oh, proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus. Okay,
Peanut butter.
Okay.
What's your peanut butter score, Sid?
I was like,
Allergic. They both die immediately.
So they both need to make a dexterity of 12 or 13. Sorry.
Okay.
No, proficiency's 2. It's 12. It's 5. Sorry. 15.
Okay, they need to beat a 15.
Yes.
Neither of them do. One of them rolled a nat 1, so you can roll double. Roll. Well, what did I say the damage was on that?
D8.
D8. Okay, so we'll say the one in front of you takes the max D8 for that nat 1.
Okay.
And then you can just roll for the other guy.
It's a 2.
All right.
Okay, so I need to remove that from my thing. But once that happens, I'm going to bonus action disengage. And we're gonna do like a spin move and we're running the fuck away.
Okay. Spin move. Okay. Narcisse is going to take 2 attacks at the one in front of her. And that's going to be 1 hit, 1 miss. She deals 10 slashing to the one in front of her. And then it is time for the for everyone else to move. And I think there's a... What is the... Oh, there we go. I was seeing another health bar under this guy, and that was not making sense to me. Okay. The king is now going to move toward Narcisse, and it is going to stab at her with his trident, which is a little shinier, but it's not like a super special thing versus the other weapons that these guys carry around. You know, it doesn't look like some sort of epic weapon or anything, but regardless, it's going to...
Narcisse, goodbye.
It is going to stab into her and deal only 7 piercing damage. It's not terrible. But, you know, still looks like it hurts. At this point, these guys who were in their traps are finally going to break free. Our little stragglers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they've just been in traps. And they're going to be bum rushing her. That one's going to take a leap over here. Henry, these guys are going to be chasing you.
Sure.
Okay, so we got 1 for Bo, 1 for Azov, 1 for Henry, 2 for Narcisse from the little guys, and then 1's coming at Nor. So, Bo. 5 is not going to hit you. Azov. A 7 is not going to hit you. Neither.
Did you roll with advantage against me?
I did not. Doesn't matter. They're all single digits.
Got it.
I just did another one. They're rolling pretty bad. It's either crit or nothing, apparently, for me.
Got it.
Narcisse is not going to get hit. Henry, what's your AC?
Let's see the crit on Nor again.
Come on. Come on.
Did you say 15, Sid?
Yeah.
You're fine. Nor, that's a 5 to you. You're not hit.
Yay!
And that's another 5 to you from the big guy who nat won.
Nice.
And seeing that other big guy coming around, seeing the one that landed right next to you, Nor, and knowing how rough it's been for you, the guys up top are going to unleash their arrows, and that big guy is just going to go down. He leaps to you, he tries to attack, and then he just gets turned into Swiss cheese.
He got distracted.
He did. All right, Azov. The victory is in sight.
Yes, it is. How is this guy looking?
Between you guys, pretty bad.
I'm gonna try and finish him off with the Abyss Trident.
Mm-hmm.
It's flanking, so hopefully, let's see that D4. 13 to hit.
Yes, you hit.
All right, then that's another 10 slashing or piercing and cold damage.
And that is enough to take that one out.
Whoa.
I did. Sorry.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say I did the 8-9 round one step ahead by accident, but same difference. They would have taken out the big guy in front of Nor.
Bo, take out this last one and then help me with the king.
You got it, Betty.
And then he's gonna run up on this king here, to the side of the dame, and he's gonna try and say something cool like, "Great day for a day at the beach, right?"
I suppose you could say
And-
that. Sand doesn't work well with the plate armor, does it?
It gets everywhere, doesn't it? And he's gonna take a bonus action attack and try and whip the big boss with the tentacle again. For 4 cold damage.
So, Ryan, how do you want to describe how the
No
tentacle
way.
finishes off the king with his 3 remaining HP?
So Azov is like trying to flirt with Narcisse, like, you know, it's like I burn, it's terrible. It smells nice though. But and then like meanwhile the tentacle is kind of like a pseudo and auto command. It's just he's like just attack something or whatever. But I imagine it like freezes and it's just like and like cuts through the back heart of the king. And Azov's like, I impress myself sometimes.
And the king falls. I'm not gonna make you guys finish the fight against all these stragglers because like you've got it and you've got the arrows up top, so like we can assume it's gonna go just fine. So I would say with that, king is dead, and the battle is over, and Operation Smoke Sahuagin is a success.
There it is.
Right. That was scary.
A half orc thing.
Yeah. I was gonna say you had Emma here to be the
that's
the punching
right.
bag, so the regular
Yeah.
party was fine.
Exactly, you know? I know what I signed up for. I, Emma, know what I signed up for.
Oh man. So yeah, the operation is a success. 8-9 and his crew will kind of climb their way back down. Is it over?
I think so, but we gotta go check in on the weapon, don't we?
All right, sound off. Who's not dead?
Me.
I
Did
feel.
we all seriously make it?
I feel like I could have. I don't know. It got scary. I don't like it. I don't like it here.
I was really scared too, but then the dame here made me feel all brave, and I never was hit after that.
I think Azov says that, and then Nora's just kind of like, some real great work. Appreciate all the help. Said directly to Dame Narcisse.
Yes.
To her.
Toast to her.
Only
Like
her.
you get like Henry gets a little tip of the hat as well. It's just kind of like, saw you back there. Appreciate that, gentlemen.
But you,
did well.
ma'am.
Yeah, Narcisse, she'll come
You.
forward. She'll come forward and like shake Nora's hand, just like from one paladin to another. Sometimes we all need that little
Then
healing
in
touch,
that case,
right?
then exactly. In that case, Nora will dump like 5 points of healing into Dame Narcisse, knowing that she has also taken several hits too.
Yeah, she'll like feel that course through her. Just appreciate it. I think for now we can rest easy. It's a little later than I usually go to bed, but we did well.
I gotta say, Nora, you were great back there, and it looked like you were being devoured at one point. What?
You know, it did really feel great. Like, you know, I thought that, like, you know, usually a shield, real good, but turns out when something just kind of like jumps on you and then just kind of like tries to bisect you, doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot to help.
Yeah.
You know? But, oh boy, it's a good thing you had your little tentacle back there to, really did a lot of work right there for you.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that was there. And Azov's gonna reach into his pack.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right. Tell you what, it was gonna be 5, but you earned it, and I'll toss you a bag.
10. I'll take it down. All right.
That reminds me, we do need to speak about what portion of the found treasure the crown is going to be taking, considering it was found on crown business. But we can discuss that another time.
Hear you. We gotta go in the cave now. We gotta go.
I suppose we do.
Crown business.
Crown business.
Let's take in sand to put out our fires, shall we?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna smell so bad.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Just pine resin and
Just
grease.
cooking.
Pine resin reeks as is. I don't know if you smelled pine resin. It's awful.
Like, I think we'd look back to the cave entrance, and it's just like smoke is just billowing out now because like we haven't been fanning it the other way. We definitely need to take the foliage off the skylight so it's not just like completely unbreathable.
Yeah. And so you do that, and yes, by the time you get down in there, the Sahuagin have been cleared out, and you are left with Bismarck sitting peacefully in its dock.
All right.
Narcisse will turn you all. I suppose I need to contact those engineers, don't I?
Yep, that'd be nice.
Well, all right. Good job, y'all. Operation Smoke Sahuagin was a resounding success.
Tactician Ryan, great job.
Thank you.
Listen, you can get a lot done when you have the gold.
Yeah, it helps a little bit.
Turns out money does in
after
fact.
that?
I
know that we're not doing XP, but the metaphorical XP.
Here, let me in total across the party, and you know, keep in mind this would technically be divided among like 16. But
yeah, we did have a lot of people with us.
But if you want
Yep.
the total count, it was a total of 20 regular Sahuagin, 4 Sahuagin alphas, 2 Sahuagin giants, and 1 Sahuagin king.
Wow.
Say who again?
Yeah. Yeah, I know we're not doing XP. I'm curious. I'll calculate the real number when we go offline because I'm just curious what it is. But yeah, I mean, you know, we're still in Icewind maybe for another episode or so, but like, yeah, there's some leveling up coming up around the corner for sure after a battle like that. I mean, that is like Emma said, you just saving Private Ryan your way to getting a sub. So, yeah.
It was looking a little dicey there for a second, then like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, that wave would just come in. It's like, oh no, we got this. We got this.
Yeah. When the things do land hits, they're nasty. But
What?
yeah. When the things do land the actual hits on you, it's pretty nasty.
I wouldn't know.
She didn't get hit once. I don't.
Not once. And then yeah, having your archers like really that's why I knew I could just go all out with this army against you guys, because I was like, they have like a lair action essentially that's gonna like weed them out as the fight goes on. So in reality, they don't have to fight this many things, you know.
That's
but I can
pretty cool. I've never had a layer action on our side before.
basically.
Yeah.
But I knew it would still look terrifying to you guys as soon as I showed you the map, which was the goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even with the
man.
amount of bodies already X'd out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And the traps
I
were
felt
good. The traps
soothed,
slowed a
though,
bunch.
as soon as they were gone.
Yeah, and the traps like kept a bunch of them in place as well. So when they started charging forward, like so
Oh, that was
Definitely.
clutch.
yeah.
Good,
idea.
good look in the last second there. I'm like,
And-
oh, Hunter's
yeah.
Trap.
And fortunately, everybody saved on the like paralyzing scream from the Sahuagin.
Ooh.
So
That would have been nasty. That would have been bad.
that is one where you
Ooh.
could roll again on each round, but it's still just like auto crits from everything around you, basically. Yeah.
Basically like a mind
Just-
blast.
Yeah.
Just Henry and Nor trying to get everybody back together again. It's like, oh no.
Herding cats in the middle of a minefield. It would be stupid.
Yeah. Well, that was super fun. Emma, thanks for playing with us.
Yes, thank you for
Absolutely.
being last minute join
Thank you
for
for
us.
saving our lives.
Absolutely. I think Nor on their parting their ways, because I imagine you don't bring the entire army of everything out there. I think Nor kind of parts where it's just like, well, this was lots of fun, real interesting. If we ever run into each other again upon our journeys, never don't say hi. You know? We'll hang out.
Well,
If you ever need
I'll-
me, let me know.
I really hope you complete your dream of running across the entire continent. Perhaps we'll run into you somewhere on your journey.
You know what? I hope so too. And then she shows the other side of her shield, and like right by the fist is just a ink portrait of her parents, just kind of lacquered into all of that,
Aw.
and just like doing it for them. I'll be on my way. I'll probably see you in town for a little bit tonight. I'm gonna go rest off some of this nonsense, but if we got around in town on that other fellow that was in there, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, one of the hired hands is like,
Date.
oh, that's right. I suppose all that tab's still in my. No, it's clean now. Oh, thank God.
And Dusseldorf gets a happy ending
Yep.
too.
Dusseldorf gets his debt cleared. Oh man. Alrighty. Well, we'll be back next week with our full crew. Andrew and Artem will both be here. We'll meet Andrew's character. Alright, stream. See you next week. This was a fun one. Bye bye, stream.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Bye.
Again.